Can you dig it?
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LAS Premade League. Tonight, it was the streamer's pick. It was my choice, and I have selected an absolute banger of a game for you guys here. We have the Unbreakable Warhammers versus Shalom Esports. The first time Shalom Esports is actually able to be on stream due to a reschedule in the first week, though. But these two teams tied at 4-2 here, so we have a very close matched teams here with some serious playoff implications at stake for tonight, guys. You guys are in. You guys have a good game in store for you. So I'm going to send it over to our casters for the tonight, who are Awesome Sheep and Wheelbarrow for the drafts.
Alright, thank you very much, Psychonautic, once again, and oh boy, both of these teams looking to solidify their place as they are both 4-2. They are looking for that playoff solidified position that they can try their best to get, and I just expect a lot of fire coming from both of these teams, as neither one of them really want to give up really anything into any of these games, especially game one, as that is going to be the easiest time to pick up any game, as I would say game one is the easiest game to flip onto either side, as both teams are just going into the first game of the series. So we'll see what both teams are going to bring out here, as we see the Olaf band coming out for Unbreakable Warhammers. See what Shalom Esports has to answer on this one. Thinking long and hard, want to make sure that they are taking every precaution for this one, as both teams do not want to give any inch to the other team. As said before, both these teams are 4-2. They're looking to try their best to take this one home nice and early, and is going to be the Jax brand coming out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, just based on the patch update that happened today, if that's going to really hinder anything dramatically. I don't see, really besides maybe the mid lane, what that can really impact as far as like what folks are really picking and playing this right now.
Caitlyn was nerfed this patch by a little bit. Her growth on her attack speed and her damage did go down a little bit, so obviously not gonna completely kill the champion, but it does make her a little bit more easier to play against if you're on the red side, which Shalom Esports is. So they could leave up the Caitlyn if they do feel confident with those nerfs coming out, that they can play against it, but we'll have to see, as they're taking a lot of time onto their bans, making sure that they think everything through on this one.
Yeah, no, taking their sweet time here. Got a few seconds left. Trendemir top against Chuck, so good band. He's a split push carry, hardcore, so that's good to see.
Well, fun fact, well, you should know this, Bill. We actually played with Veckles in Clash just last weekend, and oh boy, did he do really well on that Trendemir.
Yeah, he did fantastic. I'm just now realizing that was him. Also, we do have the set ban coming in. I'm pretty sure that's against Reckless or Cyan. I don't see Raleen playing it too much. But yeah, still, good ban overall. CC, tank, heavy. Really good ban.
Yep, so just really high prior in general into just leave right now, because he can pretty much go into any lane that you want besides the ADC role, so he just has so much flexibility. So because of having that flexibility, you just want to make sure you get rid of that as soon as possible. So first wave's obviously the best part for ban for him to go out there, so Warhammer was just not wanting to see that, and it's going to be the Kindred from Shalom Esports as an answer to that.
Oh, I like. We just swapped screens here. So I'm looking at the actual stream. I don't have the draft link. So it just switched up on me. So I apologize. But just kind of speaking on that, it looks like they took away the Kindred from Raleen, which is 100% the best thing to do. He is a monster on that champ. So he'll have to go down to his, second or third tier options there. But really good pick away.
Nah, yeah, I definitely agree there, but Warhammer gonna first pick the Volley Bear here, so I would say really good first pick. Little surprised not to see the Caitlyn banned or picked so far. See if Shalom Esports are gonna go ahead and take that out, and neither is the Shen, so I'm honestly very big surprised here, as none of those high prior picks have been picked up. into the first pick or have been banned out, but it's going to be Volibear's for Unbreakable Warhammer, as even he's just really strong at this point with his art just being able to destroy those tower aggression. So really good pickup.
Yeah, he's very strong, and plus Berlin plays him very well. Anyone who's seen him play it, whether it's in this league or in the draft league, he does phenomenal in the Berlin as far as being able to pick and tower dive and such. So not bad at all.
Yep, Xiaomi Sports going to take away the Galio, though. Make sure that the Volibear Galio is not going to be on the same team this game, as going to take that one away. See if they can't get up any synergize of themselves with the Galio, and see if they can't go for a little bit of an aggressive comp here.
I do like the Galio, that's for sure, as far as the CC goes. But just kind of coming up here, we need to get some ADCs there, unless they feel it's just not important. I think the Caitlyn pickup is still phenomenal. So let's see if we get that going.
Could it be the Sivir pickup? Now, I was not expecting that.
She did get a buff.
She did a buff. She did get a buff, and I'm gonna tell you this right now to anyone watching. You go to my match history, 88 hours of Street 88. I've been playing legit like past 15 games of Sivir. That buff is almost completely useless.
You think so? Really?
That 5 movement speed buff is you can't really tell the extra 5 movement speed because it's only on your passive. You throw out your Q or you throw out an auto, just landing any abilities gives you that extra movement speed for 2 seconds. Now, the good thing about it is that it's movement speed general, so you don't have to be moving towards an enemy champion so you can kite out. Issue with that is that the 5 movement speed doesn't really do much for you there, because if you're running towards an enemy champion or you're running away from an enemy champion, that 5 movement speed gets buffered out anyway, because it's either when you try to auto someone, you have to buffer out your own movement speed by casting your auto, since autos do have cast times, you know, attack speed, that's the whole point, and when you're trying to kite out, obviously, you're gonna have to kite. You're gonna have to throw out your auto attack. So the 5 movement speed doesn't really do too much there, as it just doesn't give you enough. In the later stages of the game, I could see it being a little stronger, but in the early to mid stages of the game, it's definitely not worth to say that Sivir is anywhere close to be your A tier right now. But it's still a very strong pickup, and it can still very well scale into the later stages of the game, as she can just power push any lane and just, you know, take the CS lead over pretty much any other ADC.
Yeah, not to mention we did have split a pick here for Lucian, which could pretty much go either mid lane, top, or even AD carry, depending on how the rest of the draft plays out. But I did want to mention, just based on that buff that she got with the movement speed for Sivir, it was pretty much geared towards the professional play for Worlds, so I can definitely understand if most folks down in the lower leagues here do not feel that it's going to be as much of a help, especially in the early game.
Yeah, I could definitely say it definitely did not save me in my normal game. I'm constantly saying to myself, I'm like, oh, I'm glad Riot buffed her movement speed. It's helping me so much right now. You know, currently 0-8 right now. You know, doing so much for me right now. But I definitely agree. It definitely, I would say, is more geared towards to the Worlds patch, as make it a little bit more viable into Worlds. But I still think she's still lacking way too much, and there's just so many other picks that are better than her, unless you're specifically going for a comp with her. Which is possible, but we'll have to see what the rest of Xiaomi Sports have at hand here, as there's going to be the Evelyn and Leona and Xiaomi Sports second band coming out in a little bit here, and see what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I like how it's playing out so far. I will say, definitely a little bit tanky here with Chuck and Chili, as far as who they've already picked up. Would like to see a little bit more going on with Warhammers here. I'm assuming, though, that Malphite is not going to go really any AP. It's going to be full tank, so.
Who knows, maybe we'll see the AP rock, you never know. Give the good old spicy game with the AP rock solid Malphite. I would love to see that, but it's gonna.
I gotta tell you, I love it, by the way. It demolishes. If he can hit a 5-man ult, it's over. Like, it's just over.
Yeah, it pretty much is just about that point. But Warhammer is doing the Evelyn into the Fizz ban, while Swami Sports doing a double support ban and they're gonna take out the Leona and the Janna here. Not really want any of that utility aggressiveness coming out from Warhammer's support there, so just trying their best to make sure that they can ban out anything that would counter their comp, and I'd say they did that quite well. As Leona and Janna would make it really hard for Galio and York to do what they want to do. So.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Wow, I like the Trundle. Yep, that's fantastic. Really good going against, any of these tanks, whether it's going to be Volibear or Malphite, if they pick up another one by chance. I don't anticipate them doing it because they need a little bit of AP. But yeah, the Trundle able to shred them down, that's going to be great.
Now, what do you think this Galio is actually going? Because this Galio could go support. We could see support Galio here, and it could be something else into the mid lane. And it's a flex pick, so right now it could be going either or. And depending on these next 2 picks from Warhammers, Shalom Esports might be able to get a lot of favorable matchups cross map here because of that red side final pick. But see what they're gonna pick here, as they're gonna go ahead and pick up the Orianna to combine with the very heavy engage from Volibear and Malphite. So Warhammer's going very, very team fight aggressive here. I love to see it, and I hope they can pull it off.
Yep, and that just confirms, obviously, we have the Lucian going bot lane there. Not going to go mid, which he is opt to do sometimes. So just kind of picking it up here, unless that Malphite is top, which I don't think he, in this comp, would. I'm going to be interested to see what kind of support they pick up if he is going top. But overall, just against who they are right now, the Galio, the Trundle, all of that jazz, stacked teams for everyone. And the Swain, beautiful. That is just awesome. Really good comp overall.
Yeah, I definitely do love this Swain pick. It definitely gives what the team needs, and I'd say the only thing that's lacking from this team would be AD DPS, because you only have the Lucian here, and Lucian does a lot of bursts, and his DPS is on the lower end when it comes to other ADCs, and you can't really count on the Volibear to do on the other side of that AD damage. I would say that's the only thing that they're lacking, but besides that, Unbreakable Warhammers have a lot of what they need. They have a lot of engage, they have a lot of disengage, they have a lot of sustainability, and they have a lot of ability to pretty much play what they need to play, or to play the counterpart of Shalom Esports, as they're gonna go ahead and pick up the Thresher. So that is gonna be a Galio mid.
Yeah, that's perfect actually. Really good kiting potential with the Thresh, putting down the box, making sure no one can press on. But it looks like for Warhammers they're kind of going for a little bit of an early game, to mid game if you will, for trying to close it out maybe 20-25 minutes. Just because of the power spike that Lucian does have in that early set. But if you're right with Sivir not having that much of a buff there, I am kind of surprised at the Sivir pick. Just overall, I know she did get the movement speed, but I would like to have seen maybe a little bit more of a consistent player in the field, like a Caitlyn possibly, or a Jinx or something. But really good draft overall from both sides. You can tell what they're going for, so it'll be great to see what happens.
Caitlyn Norshin was banned or picked on either side, so that's just absolutely amazing to see here. And Lucian and Sivir also picked up, so we don't have a Jhin, we don't have a Xayah, we don't have a Misfortune, we don't have an Ashe, we don't have any of these big meta picks at all, picked or banned really into this game at all. So that's actually very surprising to see. And back to what you're saying, on what I said on the Sivir buff not being too much, I really don't know what else I could say besides the fact that it felt very, very, very underwhelming, and I just did not feel the buff at all. And when you're going up against a team that has the ability to slow you down, or to make you stop playing the video game and take you to a gray screen in a couple of seconds, I'm telling you right now that 5 extra MS isn't really going to do anything for you. It really is not.
Yep, no, I hear you. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I love the Trundle pick overall. I just think that's amazing to see. Malphite. The only complaint I have, like you said, is just with the AD. But yeah. No, I'm not in the game.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're gonna have to delay this draft a little bit, as Red Rubo is not in not in
No, you're
here.
fine.
So.
No, you're fine. Noah said to just have you screen share, so that's fine.
Oh, I heard you already backed out. So
Oh, damn, nice.
yeah.
Well, I apologize, streamers. I was sitting there waiting for a friendly invite, and it just never happened. So, I'm
It's all
sorry, guys.
technical difficulties. It's all fine, bro. It's all fine. We're all human. None of us are perfect.
I will say there is a lot of chatter in the stream as far as go Berlin go. So I don't know where his fans are coming from. Maybe his other league, but or maybe it's draft league. But still, it's nice to see we got some folks in here that are voting for folks. So
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people want Relene to win this one. They want him to go home all the way. And I mean, I have a little soft spot for Relene as he carried me for the Clash. Actually, that's a lie. I totally carried him with that Echo Jungle.
oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I do want to point out though that Wayfinder is saying that all the teams are not that good. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Maybe they can make Wayfinder eat his own words there.
Wayfinder Temple. Now that is a name that I remember saying that he was the best jungler in LAS Premade.
The best jungle? Yeah, he did say that, didn't he?
He did say that.
did.
Yeah.
And I think he proved it in one game, and then it went really horrible the second one, or he didn't step up.
He
much.
insta-locked
Yeah.
Skarner and decided to bring Conquer, and
He did.
let's just say that I'm not too happy about that Skarner game.
Yeah, you and I were on there. Yep, that's right. I remember that. There was a couple of players that were a little bit above him. Yeah, you can say it's Skarner, but I mean, come on now. Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. Yeah, no, sorry for the issues here, guys, but we're going to be loading up and going right into the draft and kicking this off.
Sorry for the delay. You know, technical difficulties. You know, it's what you expect from Riot Games. Definitely not us just not hitting the little invite button for our friend Red Wheelbarrow here. Definitely all Riot Games' fault, 100%. Definitely couldn't been any of us faults. You know, that's impossible.
Yep. I just left that, by the way. So when Relene moves up, just go ahead and send me an invite. Perfect.
Oh, come on, guys. We're losing in lobby. We're losing in lobby.
Yeah.
LCS order is so hard. It's so hard. I know. You know, it's the first thing. It's first thing when you join a team. Like on the resume, it's you have to make sure you say can easily and fluently go into LCS order. Otherwise, instantly out of the team.
I think,
impossible. Can't play.
Yep, Flip, if you're listening, take notes. If we can't get folks to manage to line up correctly, that's what we'll do. We should, you know what we should do? Instead of doing, for the draft, instead of doing exhibition matches, we should tell folks what their roles are, and then just watch them line up correctly. That's what we should do.
Yeah, that would be. I would love to cast that. Like, screw regular League of Legends. I don't want to be seen on Summoner's Rift. I want to be seen on the lobby. That's what I want to see. I want to be seen on the lobby. I want to cast this amazing performance from both teams trying to line up an LCS order. Now that's what I want to see.
Yep, that'll be phenomenal. I would actually cast that. I would choose not to be a part of that draft so that I can actually cast that. I think if he's listening, Relene, I think you could actually perfectly get into your jungle slot. But I think there's a few folks that would need to change it up a bit.
Yeah, man. I mean, Self-proclaimed best jungler in the league. I don't know. We'll have to see. You know, I casted one of the games against Schlamm Esports. Actually, they dominated game 1. My throat took a turn for the worse. Didn't cast the other 2. Came back. They got reverse swept. So I don't know. You do the math.
Oh, jeez. Ah, no. Alright, perfect. So we're just restarting the lobby for everyone who is not looking directly at the stream, because you can clearly see what's going on. But yeah, we're just starting this back up, making sure everyone can get in. We just had technical issues as far as people being able to get into the lobby specifically. And then we're going to go ahead and kick this off. So thank you for staying with us. We got more folks coming in here. We did already go through the draft, so we already got that lined up. We just have right now everyone going to line up, and then you're going to see their draft picks. But overall, just to give you guys a recap real quick, for Warhammers, we do have Volibear, Lucian, Malphite, Orianna, and Swain. So a really good comp overall as far as engaging, getting in there, and getting some good picks. And then for the other team here, we do have Galio, Sivir, Yorick, as well as Trundle, and then capping it off with Thresh.
Yep, definitely a lot of engaged potential for both teams here, and I'm expecting to see a lot from Unbreakable Warhammers and more than Schlamm Esports. Schlamm Esports has a lot of disengage and an okay amount of re-engage. So
yeah,
I really don't expect them to be starting these fights off. I definitely do expect Unbreakable Warhammers to start out like almost every single one of these fights here. And I hope to see that Volibear hit level 6 and then instantly run to a lane and just press R on the tower and get a kill.
Yep.
I don't care which side gets it, just do it. Just do it. Do it for good old sheep here. Just be aggressive. I want to see it. I want to see that flash R onto under the tower and just a death. I don't care what side gets the kill. Just get a kill. Someone get a kill.
Yep. No, it's gonna be great. Especially, I love his ultimate that cancels for 3 seconds. The tower. I just think that's just a really cool mechanic to have in there. But that might not sound like it's like too special, but 3 seconds is a lot of time, especially when it's pretty much, I would say, 2 turret shots. Would you say? As far as being able to cut that off, and if it's hitting the same person, each shot consecutively is hitting it for even more of a percentage of damage. So just being able to cut that off and get a secured kill is just phenomenal. I really like that.
I would say, yeah, every level also that Volibear gets, the tower turn off duration goes up for about a second. Caps at about 4 seconds, I'm pretty sure, at level 16. So once it gets to that point in the game, the tower diving just becomes such an easy thing for Warhammers to really pull off here.
And what's great is, I mean, just depending on where he goes, if you see the lineup here, if he goes and tower dives top, right, Malphite ults. If he goes bot, or not bot, I'm sorry, if he goes mid with the Orianna ball on top of him, like, no matter what, he is in a position to do a lot of great pickoffs. So it's just going to be great to see how they interact with that. We did get the Sivir pick on the other end, right, for an ADC. So with the dive in and stuff like that, it is great that they do have a way to disengage with that Sivir. But my qualm with that is we saw that Sivir was picked very early on. We didn't know what the picks were, so obviously it did pan out in the long run for them. I still, in the early phases would have gone for a better one, but in the end I think it does work out much better for them to have gone with a disengaging ADC.
Yeah, definitely. I do not think the Sivir really fits too well with this comp. It does give you to disengage a little bit with the R, but like I said, MS doesn't really do what you need into this comp, because movement speed isn't gonna save you from an Malphite R. Like a Kai'Sa Killer Instinct will save you, or a Xayah Featherstorm will save you, like stuff like that. Like things that are able to keep you far enough away in the fight, or if you need to get close, stuff that can help you reposition really fast.
Yeah, I completely agree. And as everyone sees here, we have the thresh locked in. As we go into loading, we're going to have the 2-minute delay, so just bear with us there. But when we go into the loading screen, usually it kicks off extremely fast. Not a lot of wait time after that 2-minute gap. But we'll try to get a look in the early game at the runes masteries, see what folks are bringing here.
And see if anyone's gonna bring anything spicy into this one.
Spicy, that's your word, man. Hot wings spice. There you go. Wait, what's your favorite spice? If you love spice, what is it?
I don't know. I'm not really a big spice guy.
Oh, come on, man. Honey barbecue? Oh,
I mean, honey barbecue would probably be it. The most basic thing ever. I'm not that big on spice, man. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, neither am I, to be quite frank here. I eat it and cry while I'm eating it. So that's pretty much it's not appealing at all. People back away.
People back away.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll take
Alright, guys.
I'll take out my phone and record that. How about that?
Oh, nice. So, win conditions. As we're loading up here, we have 2:30 left here in the load. Also, if you guys are in the stream, we do have a vote going up for who's going to win Game 1 here, between Shalom Esports as well as Warhammer, so make sure to get your votes in. But I wanted to get from you, Sheep, what is your win conditions? Like, what are you thinking needs to happen, whether it's early, mid, late game for both teams here?
I mean, Unbreakable Warhammers just have so much engage and they have so much ability to just dogpile on Shalom Esports. And Shalom Esports do have a little bit of ways of the ability to disengage and re-engage on top of that, but there's only so much you can disengage when the enemy team looks like this. Like, Malphite, Volibear, Oriana, and Swain, and you have the Lucian to just do what he needs to do wherever in the fight. Like, there's just so much dogpile here and so much sustainability and kiting capability from Unbreakable Warhammers that it's just like it's hard to find what you need here, even with the amount of utility that Shalom Esports has. So I say Shalom Esports, their biggest win condition is to draw out team fights to the point where they maybe force a TP or a roam from Reckles and have Chuck on the Yorick just split push into the top or bot side, depending on what objective you're playing around, and just try to get that inhibitor and try to get the Nexus. Like, maybe just end the game by himself. Like, that's really almost the only way I see it. That, or if Shalom Esports can just snowball off a very big early lead. But besides that, I feel like Unbreakable Warhammers pretty much have this game.
100%, I completely agree, and I'll take a few seconds here to just say my win condition is going entirely through Chuck at the top. If they can figure out how to get Yorick ahead against this Malphite and split push, especially with his ultimate, getting that little buddy up and running around the map and help him push, I really do feel like that is your win condition, is pushing hard with that Yorick. I don't see Sivir and Thresh, even if they get a little bit ahead, being that win condition for you, unfortunately. So I would just go everything hard through that Yorick.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely Yorick's game here. Chuck is gonna have to do his best to try to get as much side lane pressure as much as possible. But it's gonna be really hard to do when the person you're gonna be side laning against is most likely gonna be a really beefy Malphite, and there's almost no way you're gonna be able to kill him unless you just get so far ahead by like early ganks. But we'll have to see how this game is gonna go, as both teams do have the ability to play into the early game, but we'll see how it unfolds here.
Yeah,
and
true.
We'll see if my client actually decides to load. There we go.
Oh, does your client act up too?
Always, man. Wouldn't be a good old day of casting if my client didn't act up in some form of way.
Right. My client likes to. I'm sure everyone in chat gets this too. My client loves to explain to me that I'm very, very new at the game, as if it's my first time ever turning it on. I always get like alerts and stuff telling me like where to go, how to use the shop, and all that. And it's like, guys, calm down. I've been playing this for years now. I do like the pizza delivery siver. Really nice.
Feels bad when it tells you how to play the game when you're platinum. Pause that
Pausing
5
it at
seconds.
5.
Okay. Going to 8 seconds. Alright,
I'm
pause
ready.
at 8 seconds. Alright, here we go! Unbreakable Hammers versus Shlom Esports Game 1 of the series. I really hope for a good old spicy one as per usual, as I do like me a good old spicy game. We'll see if any of these teams are going to opt to go for a stack or a invade, but it looks like both teams are going to go ahead and go for a 5-point, even though Shlom Esports does have the death sentence on the thresh. But Chuck, ooh, he's getting a little bit of damage out from Lexa there. Phase rush is going to be popped, but not much is going to be found there besides a little bit of poke, but Chuck is just going to be able to reset that one out.
If you can see in the chat too, Chuck is already saying that's not nice, so we got some rivalries going on. It's going to be great to see you guys, just kind of keep it in perspective. They are pretty much tied. They are tied, not pretty much. They're tied. This is really a play for positioning as we get into the playoff rounds. So pretty much every game from here on matters. Whoever can get this and then close it out in 2, not have to push it to 3, it's going to be great to see. So here we go.
Look at Beckles here. He is absolutely a beast there, sitting in that bush, getting a little bit of damage off from the Q there, and he might go for another one as Chuck. He's gonna put a ward down just long enough for Beckles to get another Q off there on the power fight, and Chuck just not having a good time, it seems.
No, not at all. I do want to point out that we are going to get a Mountain Drake as the first Drake. How competitive do you think that is for first Drake?
I feel like it really depends, because the resistance it does give can be really strong, but at the same time, it's not hugely beneficial into the early game. It does scale better into the late game, but it really depends on what you're going for. Nevermore is going to land on Test, though, and he's going to take a lot of damage there. Passive Evolution is going to proc the PTA there, and Test already chunked down the half there pretty quickly.
I'll tell you right now what makes the bot lane instantly better for Shlom Esports is a Morgana instead of that Thresh, in my opinion. Just the amount of CC that is going for the side of Warhammers, being able to stop any type of engage that goes against Sivir, I think would be a priority. I know there is a flay and stuff that you can utilize with that Thresh, but unfortunately I just don't think that they combine well synergy-wise as a duo.
So Valine was looking for something into the top side, though. He is going to throw out the Thunderstorm there, but not much is really going to be found as Chuck is really playing onto the top side of his top lane. Make sure he plays it safe. Oh, so he did have that early ward from when Reckles did throw the seismic shard there, so that early ward actually did end up paying off there as he does spot that gank.
Yep, overall, I like their sparring top. That's just awesome. Want to point out, Reckless, nice damage output.
They're doing a lot of damage on to Chuck there. Chuck just not having a good time in this game. His mental is already broken pre 2 minutes in. So really unfortunate, but you do have Alcoholic coming into the top side. He does have the pillar. Pillar is going to land, not going to throw it too much distance away from Reckles, so he's going to be able to walk out of that one. But Reckles is very low on mana here, so he does have to be careful.
Yeah, I would say, he was down.
For the taunt here, but here comes Valine. The stun is going to be thrown off a little bit. Here comes Alcoholic. He's going to be able to throw it out again because the passive flash trade is going to come out. But Lexa, he has to get the hell out of here. Pillar is going to make sure he stays in range for a chomp, but the storm is going to come out. He's going to be able to push Alcoholic right out of that one. And it's going to be a flash trade for the mid and to the jungle there. As I would say the mid flash, a little more value there than the jungle flash there. So I would say that's overall worth for Warhammers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Rolling can just run in with his Q and stun you. So it depends on how far Chili now wants to push up for the next 5 minutes, right? So absolutely a great play there.
Yeah, good thing Alcoholic was in range for that counter gank there, making sure Chili can get out of that one alive. So Really good positioning by his end, making sure his mid laner does not get overly punished, only just get the flash out. Chuck really greeting for this cannon here, but he's going to take a lot of damage, but he is now into the middle of so many little devil midgets there, whatever
I
you want to
hate those
call them,
things.
as Vecko's taking quite a bit of damage there, but Chuck still chunked a lot, and he's going to throw the seismic shot. He is going to go for it, and first blood does go over to Vecko's. He is going to be able to get out of there. Death Sentence is not going to land, but here comes Alcoholic. Here comes Dark Passage, double flash coming out from the Warhammer's bot lane. And overall worth going for Shalom Esports on that play bot side. However, Vecko's does pick up the first blood onto Chuck, so Vecko's going to be able to pick up that really early lead against this Rourke, which is definitely not what you want to see for Shalom Esports, as that is a really big win condition for them.
No, not at all. Yeah, you don't want to see that at all. Especially though, what hurts the most, I really feel their win condition is Chuck in that top lane. And getting down like that, he did use his TP to get back, so he's not going to lose a lot of CS, so they'll still be a little bit even there. But you don't want to get that far behind, as bot lane's already, exchanging some blows.
So he's going to go in for a Relentless Pursuit, but he's taking a lot of damage. Flay and Ignite is going to put Rebel and Sundry very low, but Tess also on that side very low himself, and he's going to have to be very careful into this Sway and Lucian bot lane, as they just have so much setup and burst capability, so you want to make sure you do not get hit by any of those abilities, but he does have the spell show to make sure he does stay safe so he can walk up, but it is going to be already Reline taking the Mountain Dragon here, as he is not messing around this game.
Yep, uncontested too. Like, there was no vision, there was nothing that would indicate that he was there so that they could make a counterplay. Really good overall.
Yep. Looks like Alcoholic may be looking for something here with the Dark Passage from Ace Tactics here, but it looks like he might just take a recall here. Ace Tactics looking for something here. He's going to throw the flare. When he landed Death Sentence, he's going to go for the Dark Patches there. He is going to flash. That's his is going to land. The pill is not going to be able to find a segment. It's not going to matter. Seth's going to be able to pick up that one, as the taunt is going to be thrown out, and Lexar cannot resist. Shockwave is up, but now we're going to find Much as we head to the top side. Chuck is going to throw out the mating and the wall onto Vekos. Vekos has to get the hell out of here. It's exactly what he does. He does have the level lead now, but the mating doing so much damage. He's going to be able to walk out of that one, as Vekos does have to be careful now in this lane, even with Lovely B is going in. He does have the Thunderclap and Ground Slam, but again, he's taking so much damage. These maiden and the little bobbits that Chuck has is going to be able to do so much damage to Vekos there, as he's going to have to back off regardless having that kill and level lead.
Yeah, and imagine what the thought, and we have Reline coming up here as well. We're going to see if he can make a counterplay.
Yep, no flash on Chuck. Reline does have smite, but really good wall is going to make sure he stays out of the danger zone on that one, and Reline going to walk away with nothing in hand.
Yeah, and if they did their homework, they would know that that's just immediately worthwhile, because he already burned his flash in that counterplay mid, like you pointed out. So not even up yet.
Obviously going to be about another minute or so before that comes up. Chili feeling really comfortable into this Origalia matchup, as he just not afraid at all to walk up here. He does have the Hex Hook with level 2. He is going in. He is not going to throw out the taunt, but he is going to get the auto off. Death Sentence is actually going to land again on Sign. He does not have the flash, and Alcohol can be able to stop that one down. We're headed back to the top side, and Vekos is going to use Unstoppable Onslaught. He does not have flash. Neither does Chuck here, and is going to go for a little brawl here. The Maiden is still alive, but Chuck is so low. He is going to kill the Maiden there, but the Q coming out from Chuck. The Thunderclap's not going to be enough, but here comes the lead. The Thunderstorm going to come out, and it's not going to be enough, but the Smite will be in the chilling. Smite is going to pick up that one, but Chili is going to be able to probably pick up a plating here. He's going to send Vexar back to the base, but a lot of stuff happening already. 8 minutes into the game. I am so far not disappointed.
And what I really like about Reline and his pathing, he does this so well. He'll make that gank, secure that kill like he just did, immediately going for that Rift Herald, and then you have Reckless already going ahead and pushing in. If he goes top here and drops that, or goes to another lane, that's just great potential there. And then Trundle here going top, trying to make a counterplay.
Echoes does not have unstoppable onslaught or the flash here, so the pill is going to land. Does have the W there to get speed. He does not have the subjugation. He's 2 levels behind. Reline can walk up there. They did see that the Riftfield was finished, so they know he is up into the top side, and they're just going to go ahead and walk out of that one.
Yep, really good overall from Reline, pretty much all over the map, and you want to see that as well, and Change Alcoholic is doing the same and trying, but he's not able to make those kind of plays as you would expect from a Trundle. Yeah,
not having a subjugation, just not making sure pretty much that he's not going to be able to pick up the kill there, as the subjugation is a lot of elite game for the Trundle. He just make sure he's staying right in position for that one. He's going to go out. Lexar, he's going to hit by, he's going to be pushed to flash. The pillar going to slow him down, and good play coming out from the mid jungle duo from Shalom Esports, being able to pick up that 5-minute summoner from Lexar there. And again, Chili feeling really comfortable here.
I have to say, I'm really surprised though. CS all across the board is pretty much even. Like, not a drastic difference.
Is going to land an ace tactics here. He is going to take almost all of his HP. Coin is going to be there. Will be able to land enough damage, but looks like he might be able to get that one into the top side. Chuck and head back to boss side again. Demonic Ascension is there. Nevermore is not going to land. That sentence is not going to land either. Head back top side. Veckles is going on to Chuck. Unstoppable Force is up. Flash for Chuck is up, but it will be enough. The Thunderclap will be there, and is going to be able to pick up another kill for Veckles there, as he's just dominating this top lane.
Yeah. And as I went ahead and tried to say that the CS was even though it was 2-2, we just saw some really good dramatic fights there. Reckless is just kind of taking control of this top lane. Chuck not really able to do anything. That was a really good pick by Verleen to go up there and secure that kill, because now Reckless is just 100% ahead.
Definitely a big mental boom knowing that you're all of the 3 deaths on your team there, so definitely not what you want to be seeing there for the top side. Again, well, I would consider one of the win conditions there. Alcoholic gonna have to head into the mid lane, as Redfield is gonna be spawned by Verleen, as he did pick up that earlier. There's gonna be a little going over, but Veckles Udi taking the first turret into this game. Chuck looking to punish here, but he's taking a lot of damage there. Veckles trying to kite out of this one. Seismic Shot is there to give him the movement speed. He's gonna be able to walk out of that one, but here comes the Bobbers, as they're gonna be able to get a lot of damage on Veckles there, and the Maiden is still alive. Veckles very low on mana, does have the flash to get out if he needs. Chuck also with the flash there. He's gonna throw out the wall, but the wall is not going to be enough, as Veckles going to be able to casually walk out of that one, as again Verleen picking up another dragon for his team.
Yeah, I gotta ask, what in the world is Chuck taunting him for? He lost everything, top. So I'm maybe humble a little bit there, but okay, you know, to each their own.
Chuck taking every little victory he can at this point.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah.
He is definitely not having the best of times from minute 1 to minute 12 so far. As we go back to get mid lane, Chili did get finally the back off. He does have an item up onto Lexar. He does have the proto belt, so he can do a lot of that burst damage if need be. It looks like he is looking for a roam down into the bot side. His tactics is there. He's gonna throw out the play. The Descent is there. It is going to land. Hero's Entrance is on the way. Here comes a Stormbringer, double knock up. But 2 taunts are coming out with a good double kill going over to Chili. What is that? Ooh, it's so cold because Chili is here with a really good Hero's Entrance there. Rebel said you could be able to Witless pursue right out of that death sentence there. And it is going to be a change alcoholic to make sure Lexar does not get any more platings down into this mid tower, as Chili's going to walk up right back on that one. Booming is going to be throw. Rebel and Surge taking a lot of damage there. He has to be very careful as he does not take any more. Dark Passage is there, looking for a kill on Test. Will he be able to survive? Yes, he will. Barely. Auto 2 would be enough. We go back to the jungle. Alcoholic onto Veckles there. Subjugation is here. It's going to be used. He's got to flash right out of that one, but here comes Chili. He is going to go right on to Veckles. He does have the taunt. Taunt is going to be used, and it is going to find its target. Even flash from the wall. Flash! Protobot going to come out, but here comes the chocolate from Lexa to make sure his top laner gets out alive. E and a Q, not going to be able to find what he needs, and really well done from Chili there, being able to force out more than what they thought was possible, but really good on Lexa to make sure he gets his top laner out of that one.
Just chaos all across the map, and I gotta say, for 2 teams that are tied and trying to fight for position here, it's exactly what you want to see.
Verleen going on to Chili here, but not really find much, as he's just going to be able to dash right out of that one. Veckles back in the top lane, has a 2-level lead on Chuck here, and he actually might be able to pick up the Maiden here, as Chuck is not even going to take any chances of trying to defend that one. He's going to walk out and probably look for a reset, most likely.
Yeah, there's nothing to try. You're going against the Bramble Best and a fully built Iceborne Gauntlet.
Descent is not going to land, but that was a lot of damage on Tess. That was just an auto and a piercing light there. So Rebel Insurgent, he does have the mana immune, so he is feeling really comfortable at this current moment of the game. He's totally fine with not even looking for fights and just stacking up that mana immune until he gets the mana out. At that point, Rebel Insurgent will be near unstoppable, as the damage that can come out with mana illusion is absolutely amazing.
Lexar, by the way, got a little bit of a lead there as far as the CS goes, but overall,
Chili
everyone's
going on to
pretty even.
Alexa. Alright, we'll be able to walk out of that one. This is not going to be able to land, so I'm going to be able to walk out of that one. Boomerang toss. Going to find a little bit of damage there, but not much. Chili gonna bully out Lexa continually. Relene is actually gonna steal the red buff from Alcoholic and maybe look for something, but looks like actually, yeah, he might be able to look for something on Chili here. That is control wood, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Chili might be able to spot us out and walk out of this one. He does spot it out. He's gonna get out of here. He is just gonna engage Ryan to Relene, pick up that aftershock. He is gonna throw out the taunt there, but he is gonna be able to get it onto Lexa. Lexa gonna be forced to flash out of that one, but it is gonna be 450 gold going over to Lexa. And that is definitely what you want to see there, as you just getting constantly bullied out in this lane, and you finally get some gold to your name. But it is going to be Chuck picking up the first hunt for his team up to the top side, as Lekos has just not been up there, you know, in such a long time. So he stopped, but Alcock is going to be able to spot Relene onto this one, and Chuck does have the fastest roam here. A lot of damage going to Relene. He does have the Stormbreaker, he does have the Smite, does have the Flash. Here comes Lexar, but neither does he have anything either. Chuck is here. Shotgun is going to miss, but really good death sentence. It's going to land on Veckles. Veckles has to get it right out of this one. Ignite is also going to be there. TP coming out from Chili there. Here he comes. He's going to run right past like the win, and here goes Veckles. Can he get out of this one alive? This is going to land, but he goes down to mid lane. Evanson is going to be able to pick up a kill onto Alcoholic there, as they do stop the Rift Fail, but not really much is going to be able to find there. Episurgent looking for the kill onto the tower. He will be able to find that one, but here comes Chili. Can he be able to find something on Rebel Insurgent? Looks like he can be able to Witless pursuit right over that one, but Chili is not done. He's going to go ahead and call it off, as you see just way too far, but head back to the bot side as Tess and Ace Tactics looking to take their tower into the bot lane and evening the tower kills here.
Yeah, and I wanna just mention there for that fight that just happened in that top area, Relene was dead to rights. Should have been pretty much eliminated. Especially because when he went down for Lexar's help, Lexar missed his ult completely, but they were still able to turn that around and get a kill off of Alcoholic. So just really good positioning, really good ways to fight, and it just shows how even with this gold differential being as small as it is, they're still able to just. Oh, we got a fight here.
Coming out from Chuck here. Veckles does have his unstoppable voice coming out. He's going to land it on 3, but he is by himself. Chuck's going to be able to walk barely out of that one. Good thrust passage right Chili back into him, and Chuck is going to be able to pick up that one. Shockwave is only going to land on Alcoholic and the main, but really good death sentence is going to land. A double kill over to Chuck, and most likely the Drake Ride's going over to Shaw Esports when they need it most. No soul point on Unbreakable Warriors here, as really big win condition for them is going to slip right through their fingers, and it's still going to be another 10 minutes before we possibly see a soul here.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. You can see just with how Relene does his pathing through the jungle that he really takes pride in being able to correctly pass directly to the spawn of the Drake, and not being able to make that and secure a point there towards the soul. Definitely is going to put a damper on them, but overall, I like what I'm seeing from them. I gotta say, the Sivir is working out a bit there. He has not been caught off guard. He has not dropped at all this game. So yeah, I'm just impressed.
And looks like it is working out for them so far. Salami Esports being able to find their way back into this game. Chuck being able to pick up a double kill there, putting himself back into the game here, as Veckles did land a really gonna suffer for us on 3 members, but he was just so far away from his team. And Ace Tactics, oh wait, Veckles could be the target again here. He doesn't suffer for us. He is gonna use aggressively here, as the taunt is gonna be able to go out. Veckles cannot resist, but here comes Hero's entrance, trying to get as much damage as possible, trying to get his jungler out of this one. But here comes Chuck, and Ace Tactics, Stormbreaker is gonna go out. Taunt is going to land, but really good Shockwave is gonna land on 2. But Chuck is really out of position here. He does have the flash. If he needs to, he can live if he wants, but he might not even need to use it, as the Dark Passage is there. Little Dark Passage to make sure he saves the summoner spell for Chuck. Really good death is going to land, but not much is really going to be fine there. Chili is so low here. Rebel Insurgent is looking for a kill, and he will get it with Witless Pursuit and Piercing Light combo. And it's going to be the Ignite coming up from Ace Tactics, trying to get as much damage Rebel Insurgent. That is going to be Shelly going over to Unbreakable Warhammers, and they're going to be able to pick up a kill. But back into the bot side, Tess is going to be able to pick up a tower for Shalami Split, so it looks like they're going to be able to pick up something in the middle of all of this mess.
Yeah, I would be very happy if I was the Warhammers there. You did not secure that Drake bot like you had tried, but you were able to secure that Rift Herald after a pretty nasty fight. So that's just fantastic. I also do want to point out though that the Manamune going in for this Lucian is sitting at 430 stacks right now, so he's pretty close to completing that, where he's going to get a massive power spike.
Yeah, once that happens, the game is definitely going to be really a lot harder for them to win at that point, as Alcoholic maybe looking for to give this blue buff over to Chile, and that's exactly what he's going to do there. Test. Like maybe he wanted to take it there, but ultimately over to Chile.
He's already eating pepperoni pizza. He can relax.
Yeah, Tess, come on, man. You already have all the goodness into your skin there. You got the good old pepperoni pizza there. Give Chili the blue buff, man.
Right? She does not need it. She's fast. She's got everything. Trying to see. Okay. No, I like that. So Chuck is far behind as he started. He's sitting here with a 300 gold bounty. It has been pinged out a couple times in the chat, so they are aware of it. We should see Raleen come down and try to secure that bounty, maybe give it to Reckles. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, but it's kind of insane because he was actually down in CS, but Chuck is actually up 30 CS on Reckles.
Yes. Yeah.
He actually has the most CS in the game at the current moment, so tied actually with his ADC there, and Chuck BMing Reckles even more, giving that sweet top lane justice, but Reckles is just so tanky. Look at this. He's gonna throw the seismic shot after the ground slam. Ooh, wait, Tess, you have to be really careful here. Look at that damage coming out. On the hunt is gonna be used to get him the hell out. Wait, we better get out of this one. No, Lexar just does so much damage. He's not gonna be able to get out of that one. Flash and heal still up for Tess. Looks like he's saving that one for the next game, as Unstoppable Force is gonna be there to pick out Chile there. Chile, I don't see any way he get out of this one. He's gonna use Zero's entrance, and he might be able to get out of this one, but here comes the Stonebringer and change alcoholic. You do not want to be there. He's gonna flash over the wall. Coin is going to be used. Is that gonna be a perfect coin? That's exactly what it's going to be. A flash auto and another auto into a piercing light is going to be enough. And Rebel Insurgent is on a killing spree as he's just absolutely dominating with the solution pick.
I want to just mention that we were talking about how great it is that Sever has disengaged. She popped her ult, and Orianna and Lexar did not care at all. She just gave herself a little boost and immediately took out that Sever.
Yeah, but it looks like 8 seconds. Maybe looking at Lexa. Lexa going to be able to dodge right out of that one with the phase rush, as Tess taking about half his HP bar, but Lexa have to be really careful. He does not want to give over any more than he really should, as Reckles is going to be able to pick up the bot first tier tower for Unbreakable Warhammers. They're giving them a little more room to do what they please, as the dragon is coming up actually right now. And Chuck does have TP up, so does Lexar. Lexar gonna get a reset off before this. He does have the Morello, so he is gonna be really strong on this next fight. Tess about half HP. He's gonna use on the hunt, like any type of picks here, but Reckles with the Unstoppable Force will be able to find somebody, and he will be able to find two with a double shockwave on top of that. It looks like Asax is gonna be able to find that one, and really low health buzz. Lexar gonna be able to pick up a double kill, as they're gonna see if they can't find anything on Chuck here. Visions of the Empire is going to land, and they're going to look for something onto Lexa. His calling is going to go onto Chuck. Lexa have to get the hell out of time, but here comes Valine. See if he can't get anything onto Tess. Looks like Alcoholic is going to be the target, and he's going to go ahead and fall down. Lexar on her vein page, as he is showing up on Chili here, but he's not done yet. But look at that! The flash, aggressive flash on Tess is actually going to be able to pick up a kill on Lexa, as Lexa bit off way more he could chew there, as Tess is not afraid at all there. And that is what I love to see in an ADC.
That was great, but I'm seeing a trend in these pre-made teams, and I think we saw this last week as well, to where teams are just getting a little too cocky. Their positioning, their playmaking skills have been on par, and then they do something like that, right? I really hope we don't see that continue for them. I want to see a new trend where they're able to continue making those right decisions to close out a game, because they just gave a good 300 gold bounty back to that Sivir, able to finish off the Infinity Edge, get some more damage. So just overall, not good to see, but fantastic play from Tess.
Yeah, Tess definitely not afraid at all. He he knew he was dead if he didn't try to do something, so he decided to flash in, and he does pick up the shutdown there, so really good for him. He does have the IE Essence Reaver and another Jody Cloak, so he does have 70% crit right now, so he's going to be feeling very good in some of these team fights here if he can get really good positioning here. On the is back up, but he's not going to have heal or flash for the next few minutes here.
And we did see, just with Relene again being ready for that Drake, they are on the sell point now, and we do have an Inferno Drake coming up here in about 3 minutes. So it'll be great to see that fight happen. I believe, just with how the fights have panned out, we're going to see Warhammer be able to position them out correctly, but we'll see.
Well, is going to be used to see if they can find Rebel and Surgeon. Instantly golden coming off his hand, but here comes the use entrance. It's going to get double, and here comes Chili. He's looking for a kill onto Lexar here, but Rebel and Surgeon doing what he wants to do here, as he's going to go right onto Chili. Ace tactics, I can move from the death sentence. Lexar is going to be able to take down Alcoholic, and Flash isn't going to be enough. Unstoppable Force is going to be used, but it's not going to be enough there. Ty is going to let him relieve, but he's just immediately going to be able to throw out the Q once again because of the passive onto the ability. And it looks like Chili's not going to be here in this one, as he's going to be chilled. Chili's going to be chilled as he's going to fall down there to Beckles, and a little over aggressiveness coming out from Trombi Esports, thinking they can do a lot more without the resources they need.
And that should set them up perfectly. If they make this massive push, go back there and clean up the Dragon Pit again, they should absolutely just get this soul and then make a play for Baron. Just really good overall.
They did almost end up picking up Scion there. He almost died instantly, but he was able to go golden, as he did pick up Zone as his first item, which I would honestly do the same thing if you were playing this win. So really good baiting that out there. Rebel Surgeon also being able to get right out of that one, as he was the initial target on the hunt there, and he was able to do what he needed in that fight, as he was able to just a free auto pretty much. Like, no one was really doing anything to him, as Chili did go into the other back line onto Lexa, as he thought he was more of a threat there, which it could possibly be, but definitely a very, very scattered fight for Shalami Esports.
5,000 gold lead here for the Warhammers, but I'm going to change my win condition a bit because, you know, hindsight, and I'm able to do it because I'm watching it live. Since we're not... Oh, hold on here. Let's see what damage... Nope, not going to be that much. He's a tanky man. Chuck not being able to push through the top lane and do that split push like I thought. I think the win condition now for them is this vision control. Like, if you look at the vision control, Shalom Esports has that down to a T. They are not doing it that well for Warhammers in any capacity. So I'm really hoping they can pick that up, otherwise they can start getting picked off.
Thinking for maybe something at Alcoholic here. Veckles is he does have the Unstoppable Force, but it's like nothing is going to be used there. They're going to try to push him out from the Drake, as it is coming up in 15 seconds. Xiaomi Splits have to fight for this one.
Well, no, they do for sure. I don't know from a pick-off perspective how they can do that unless they can get like
TP
a good
is
taunt.
Coming out from Lexar here. They might be able to get a pincer move here. Tess really out of position. What are you doing, buddy? You do not have the flash on. No, it's going to be used, but a really good death sentence,
Wow.
but really good shockwave also. His entrance is not going to be able to find a target on Lexar. Direct village is going to be the target. He is actually going to fall down there. Ace Tactics having two of the members on him. Tries to get the hell out of town. Here comes Chuck, and they're going to go right back onto Lexar. He might be able to pick up a kill. Another shutdown going over to Chuck. Get him, pick up a kill. Scion. He is going to go guarded there, but he is going to be able to fall down here. A triple kill going over to Chuck. Has been lead, and Beckel's the only ones left alive, and Chuck has to get the hell out of town. He is going to throw out the wall there. He might be able to walk out of that one, and it is jungle still up on both sides, jungle and top, as see what they need to do here. Chuck actually has TP. He can come back with the TP here, and it looks like that's exactly what he plans on doing. And he is going to be able to pick up the stairs gate, so he's going to have a really big power spike into the spot here. Let's see if he is going to be able to TP in right where he needs to. Alcohol going to be able to spot the health, and no TP going to come out yet, and it's going to come out now. They're going to see if they can pick up a kill on Alcohol. Drake might be able to reset, but it's not going to be enough, and here comes Chuck, and Seismic Chuck is going to land Alcohol, but going to walk out of that one, and Chuck is here. Alcoholic so far out, but Lane looking up to give
Why?
Look at that's exactly what's going to happen. Chili's going to pick up the kill. Drake's going to go over to Shalom Esports, as they just absolutely get macroed, as Chuck with a really good decision on resetting and TPing, and it looks like Warhammer's just not doing what they needed to do there at all.
No, and that's just baffling because they were turning around and trying to, you know, decide whether or not to commit. He was down to 2,000 HP. The Drake was. Just go for that Drake. Like, I don't understand why they kept turning around to fight everybody when there was no way they could make a decent play until Chuck came in. Just get that Drake. Man.
Definitely, definitely really tilting, not gonna lie. I would say the play for Leland and Veckles there is just to focus on the Drake there. Alcohol cannot walk up without Chuck there, and Chuck didn't TP until quite later as he was watching. He knew he didn't have to TP until quite later, so it looks like he was maybe waiting for gold for another item, making his TP spike a lot harder there, but that worked out really well for Sean Esports as Unbreakable Warhammer is just not finding what they need to do, but Reckles is going to use the Unstoppable Force on to Chuck here. He is at a level that's soon, but here comes Rebel and Surge. He's doing a lot of damage. Rebel and Surge is here. Surge is going to pop, see if he can't find a trade kill, but you cannot get a trade kill on the Mountain himself as he's just going to be able to take up so much of that damage. I saw him maybe looking for the next target here. He's going to go right into Tess. He's going to go golden with the stop line, but really good, perfectly timed Tess is going to be able to find him there. It looks like Tess is going to be able to pick up that kill, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 cross-map trade.
I'm just... I'm dumbfounded, guys. Man, that was so point for that Drake. Man, that was just rough. I'm sorry. I'm just speechless right now.
I don't blame you. That is definitely how you throw games, and Rebel and Surgeon looking to be the target here. Taunt is going to be thrown out. Rebel and Surgeon is actually going to be able to walk out of that one. Really good Colin's going to get a lot of damage out, but they're going to make... Oh, Tess is looking for a kill on Beckles there as taking a lot of damage from that tower and previous damage from Chuck there, but he's going to be able to walk out of that one, and Rebel and Surgeon getting a lot of damage onto Chili there. He actually is going to find Reckles here. Can Tess be able to pick up the kill here? He does have the last whisper. You didn't cut it out, buddy. You cannot be melee range. Into the... Oh, what a really good flash! Can he bring up kill? No, he cannot! He canceled one too many autos! And what could have been such an amazing outplay turned out to such a fail as Tess does not pick up that kill there, and that almost looked absolutely amazing here as Band is going to be starting up from Bigfoot Warhammers here. We're Alcoholic looking, see if he can't do anything here. He's going to try to go over, but buddy, you are just so far off. And Chili is just not going to be in the position he wants to be here. Doing as much damage as he can. Actually does almost pick up the kill on Meleen here, but trying to make sure he stays healthy. And this Baron is 100% going over to Big Warhammers. And why do you try to make that play without any type of vision? As you just ultimately fall here, and Reckle is going to try to take up this inhibitor here. Ace Tactics the only one left alive, but here comes Chuck. See if he can't do any type of damage onto Reckles here, but Ace Tactics just not be able to find what he needs. But on the hunt is going to be used to see if they can't get anything on Reckles. He does have Unstoppable Force. He's going to go on three. He's going to try to get a contest with the wall. It's going to make sure he stays right out of that one. Go-Go Super is going to be used, and Reckles has to get the hell out of town. Chuck does do a lot of damage at this point of the game. Wall is going to be used, but not going to be able to find what it needs. And Lexar is not here to make sure you get out, but really good test as it's going to land right to Lexar. Here comes the Stormbearer. Can Lex again? This one looks like he is. Remember, associating a lot of damage onto Test. Reckles very low, but really good test wants to get to a double play into the tower. Flash is going to be used, but it's not going to be enough to get him out alive. Flash is going to be on Chili. See if he can find a thing on Rebel and Surgery. Stand way too close as he cannot resist that taunt. Check out, guys. See if he can get a kill on Rebel and Surgery. He's not going to be able to, but Chili with the whirlwind and a double kill shutdown going over to Chili. But Reckles is on the base. Taunt is going to be used. Yeah, he's going to fall, but it's going to be a triple kill over to Chili. And what a fight there. Oh my goodness.
That they were just all over the place, but Reckles staying top there and doing that 3-man dive and fighting them off was amazing because it allowed the rest of the team to push mid. They took tower, took the inhib, and just everything is in shambles right now for Shalom Esports.
I just want to publicly clarify, this is a full tank Malphite, guys. This is not an AP Malphite, but he did absolutely just delete Severe there as Tess had no really chance to really do anything there, as the Ambush just got 100-0 by a full take Malphite there, but it looks like Strong Esports is going to be able to stave off this fight as Mako is just completely ignoring the fight and just going for the face. And it's actually quite hilarious because Tess actually ended up dying to the thorn mail that Mekos has because he was absolutely so low after the almost 100 to 0 that Mekos did. Looks like this Jake is actually finally going to be able to go over to Unbreakable
About
Warhammer.
time, boys.
As looks like Lexi is going to be able to pick up that plus 25 gold, and looks like Unbreakable Warhammer is just done with this game and looking the position to win and push out this bot lane here, as it is the only lane that has a tower and only lane that has an inhibitor. So once they get this up, it's pretty much GG at that point. So we'll see if Unbreakable Warhammers are going to be able to close this one out, or if Shalom Esports can pull out an amazing comeback.
They have potential. You know, like they do have a way to get out of this. It'll be interesting to see here what they do with this base defense.
Oh, what a really good death sentence as he predicts Rebel Insurgents, and Rebel Insurgents just not caring at all. Really good shock to make sure to give shock there. Somebody's going to be using. This is just going to land. Here's it, is on the way. Rebel is going to make sure he gets out of that one. Tom's going to be used. Really cannot resist once again. Looks like he's going to take a lot of damage there as we see. And to the top side, Vekos is trying to pick up the kill onto the Nexus, but it looks like Tess is going to be able to pick up kill. And Rebel Insurgents just not do the damage. Looks like Lexar is gonna go golden here. Tess is here. Tess did not auto him! He is gonna fall down. Rankos is just unkillable! As Alcoholic is the only one left alive. I can't even cast this because it's so hilarious. Doing the best he can, but he's just not enough. As he's just trying to auto as much as he can, but the Rock is just too tanky. It just did not give a at all. Oh my goodness, Freckles.
That's too funny. That's great. Man. My favorite is just the image of a no damage output Reckles just taking one hit at a time on that inhib to close out the game, and Trundle can't do a damn thing. Just so good. So good.
It's quite hilarious because I don't even think Reckles had to flash onto the Sivir at the end there because he was autoing him, and I'm pretty sure he would have died to the Thorn Mail again. So, but he does end up going for it anyway, knowing that with the armor pin that Sivir does have the low doms, possibly could have done something there. But at the end of the day, that Rock is just so tanky. The Rock's unkillable. All Alcoholic can do at that point is just boost his damage stats as he just watches his Nexus slowly die.
Yep,
I can't contain myself as that was just hilarious to watch.
I will say there is a win condition there, and if Shalom Esports just takes a step back, Warhammers has a lot to clean up to securely and smoothly go towards the end goal. They tried really hard to get Soul. It took them an extra 15 minutes to do so. So there are ways around for Shalom Esports to come back. So we'll see how it goes in the next one.
Yeah, definitely. Shalom Esports have a lot to clean up. They definitely have the ability to win some of these games, as it did show that even with a comp that, in my opinion, was just not as good as Unbreakable Warhammers, they did end up, picking up a lot of team fight wins there. They were able to out macro a couple of those fights, especially onto that Drake fight, which I would say is more of a misplay from Breakable Warhammers, but I definitely gonna give credit where it's due, as Chuck and Alcoholic did play that really well. So credit to them both onto that Drake fight, giving a little more scaling opportunity to their team there. But that was definitely a really good game for both sides. Definitely more so to the one that won, Unbreakable Warhammers, but Shalom Esports definitely do have the ability to turn this one around if they definitely do clean up the draft a little bit into their game. But for the rest of that game, I'm going to send it back over to Psychonaut on the analyst desk.
as my mic was muted here, and I now see this. I did click the button here. That's my bad, guys. I was just saying, what is Malphite? Like, I zoom in at his health bar at the end there, and it's just not moving. Like, they're hitting him, but it's not moving. And a 4 or 5 item armor Malphite, like 800 armor. It's just, how is that balanced? He did the 3rd most damage in the game with 5 defensive items. Right? Why is Phase Rush faster than Sivir ult? There was some questionable moments of game design where I'm actually confused. Anyways, I think Shalom Esports, they needed to draft around a little better what the enemies picked. They needed something like a Vayne or something along those lines to actually be able to cut through that Malphite, some of the front line, the massive engage potential that they did have from the Warhammer's compositions. But the Warhammers, they came out swinging. They drafted a very aggressive engage composition, and that's exactly what they did. They were very aggressive. They went in. They didn't have a whole lot of fear, and they were able to kind of delete those main carries from Shalom Esports basically right away. So a great game from them. Anyways, guys, I will throw up your player of the game poll as we take a short little break. I will see you soon for game number 2.
Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body.
my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you.
Alrighty, welcome back to the desk. I am your host slash analyst, Psycho Mike, muted Nautic. Anyways, guys, you guys voted on your player of the game, and it was no other than the Big Rock, the Mountain himself. Malphite, I love Rockless on the champion here, 6'4 and 11. Maybe not the most impressive KDA, not that he didn't do a lot, but it was just the amount of pressure he was able to exert without a real and viable response coming out from Shalom Esports. He could send him bot lane, they could send him top lane into that side lane, and it would take not only one or two champions from Shalom Esports to come over, rotate, and try and stop him. It was three, and even three. And at the end of the game, we saw there, like, everyone can be hitting the Malphite all at the same time, and he's just big chilling, man. He's a big rock. He can do whatever he wants. Anyways, guys, congratulations to I Love Reckless and Warhammers on their first victory and the player of the game. Anyways, we are ready for game number 2, so I will send it back to Wheelbarrow and a awesome sheep for game number 2.
Thank you once again, Psychonautic. Oh boy, I'm still recovering after the ending to that last one, as that was the most I've laughed in a while.
It was a good laugh.
It really was.
I take nothing away though from both teams, but just seeing everyone wonder why they're dying when they're attacking a full tank Malphite with Thornmail is beautiful, you know? So overall though, we are getting into the picks and bans. Shalom Esports is taking their time a little bit. Oh, nope, it looks like they're going to do the Tryndamere, which is good against Reckless, so that's great.
Yep, you saw what he could do on the Malphite, so how about don't give him the Tryndamere, because pretty much do what he did on Malphite, but times 10 pretty much.
Yeah, it would be 1v5 the whole game.
It's gonna be the Jax ban coming out from Shalom again. Is instantly gonna be insta ban from Warhammers, and same thing with Olaf, so still going for the same two bans here. And we'll see if we Kindred.
Mic
So
feedback off.
looks like the bans aren't going to switch
Mic
at
feedback
all
on.
here. See if they're gonna ban out the Quirky again for Unbreakable Warhammers. If that's the case, it'll be the same first phase bans for both teams here.
Yeah, I don't...
Mic feedback off.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be the Galio, so Quirky is gonna be up for Shalom Esports if they do choose to go into that route. And once again, neither was Caitlyn nor Shen was banned, so see if any of those are gonna be picked up this game this time. But seems like these teams are not afraid to shy away from those prior meta picks at all. So see what Shalom are going to do here. They're gonna pick up the Graves. The Graves, oh boy, Graves' first pick. Now this could go one of two ways. It could either be amazing for Shalom, or it could be the worst decision ever.
Yeah, for first pick, I mean, he does deal out some really good damage. His ult is really great to hit that back line, but I question the bans a bit, just seeing how the game played out last time. That volley bear was everywhere, right? And they could first pick that here, pretty much go the exact same route they went that first time. But I did want to point out real quickly, as they pick up the Lucian there, Psychonautic pointed out that, just like you and I thought, and oh my god, the Malphite. Jesus, okay. Okay, fine, this still applies, okay? This actually feeds into what I was going to say. Psychonautic pointed out that, instead of that Sivir, they needed someone with a little bit of that shredding, like a Bane, and I completely agree. So we'll see if they maybe did their homework, or, whatever the case might be, took a Red Bull or something to shape up and get ready for this game.
I just don't want to see Sivir. Just don't. I know, like that game just proved my point right there. That 5 bonus MS, like I doubt like anyone even realized that was even a thing, because it just didn't matter, as Oriana is gonna be picked up instantly for Schlamen.
Which
I
you said they could pick up the Corki, right?
Yeah, the Corki's not banned. And
Yeah.
Obviously, if Warhammer are banning it, looks like maybe Lexar could play it, but it's gonna be the Oriana pick. Now the Oriana, I would not be surprised. Chili, not Lexar, my bad. But I would not be surprised if Tess is on the Oriana. I would not be. If they're picking it this early, they may be looking to possibly flex it. I wouldn't be surprised, because I can see Oriana bot actually working out into Illusion.
It really depends on.
But no, it's gonna be
yeah.
I'm happier with the Kaisa than the Sivir pick. Allows you to reposition a lot easier. You can actually do quite a bit of damage to the tanks, but Warhammer is just instantly gonna pick the counter into Oriana there, and I'm really baffled on why you picked the Oriana here, because you see the top laner, so unless you're planning on putting this top,
right? Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, it's like they get counter pick at the end of the day. Like, they still get final pick, so they still get to say how they want their draft to end off here for Unbreakable Warhammers. So I don't know if the Oriana there was the best. I would maybe wait until second phase, but we'll have to see how the rest of the draft's gonna go out.
If they don't ban out Relene the rest of the way, they've lost this draft. I don't care what they go with for support, Warhammers. You need to focus Relene. You need to look at who he plays and who he's comfortable with and get rid of them. Thank you. I'm gonna say, just pick it up a little bit. We should see a Volley Bear or a Skarner or something like that next. You do not want to give him those comfort picks, and especially with how in control he was on that last game, as Garen here is the final ban for Warhammers.
I hope they don't ban a Skarner. I hope Relene picks the Skarner. I actually want to see an actual Skarner gameplay. Gayfinder Temple kind of teased me a little bit.
Don't bring him up here, okay?
Yeah.
No. He doesn't
really
get mentioned on this stream after saying,
my god! Oh my god, yes! Yes, Relene, yes! Thank you so much!
Guys, Relene is good. Now, I don't know if he's Gayfinder Temple good, because Temple is the best, right? Temple is the god amongst gods.
Self-proclaimed the best jungler in the league.
Yes, we'll see what Skarner can do here. Relene does like that champ. He has destroyed me many a times in the draft league with him. Now, to be fair, I am not good. I am the last picked in dodgeball bad. So I understand what that means nothing. But still, that is very exciting. He's going to be everywhere as Karma gets picked up there.
I'm just really happy and really ecstatic about the Skarner pick, because Skarner actually does work pretty well with the comp so far. Gives him a lot of ability to just walk in whatever he wants and just pull whoever he wants, and it's gonna be a lot of taxes going out to Schlamm, as everyone on Schlamm so far is squishy enough to the point where if you don't have QSS, you're dead. You better pay your taxes, guys, or gonna come bite you in the butt pretty hard later.
Oh, I did want to point out, by the way, one of the item changes that they're making. I really hope. Oh, I like that Nasus top.
Oh, that's
Um, that is going to be really good to see how he can go against that Malphite and maybe stack up on the Qs there. But just speaking of the QSS real quick, I really hope we see an AP centric QSS type item. Oh wow, Blitzcrank.
Blitzcrank. Oh my goodness. Sham doesn't get to play this game. I really don't think they get to play this game. They have the actually honestly I don't know what they have. They don't have engage. The only engage they have is Susan. But Susan doesn't have any gap closers. You throw the ball into Susan, then what happens after that? You just get kited out by Warhammer's kite ability because they have a lot of kite. They have a lot of ability to keep you off. They have a lot of ability to disengage, and they have a lot of ability to engage. They have a lot of ability to kidnap any person on the enemy team. Maybe I'm being biased because Unbreakable Warhammers have the Skarner pick, but
You know what's great?
I
What's great is Skarner can like tower dive and pull, and then as soon as he lets go, Blitz can just pull that MFR back even further. So, like that is they're trolling. This is like Teemo level picks here. I would actually be very mad if I saw this in like a solo game. But really, really great comp overall from them. I agree with you. Don't really see what Shlum is going for here. Man, they're just all over the place, and I think honestly they kind of messed up going with that Graves pick and that Oriana first. I completely agree with you. They weren't able to do any type of counter, and the fact that they had that pick with Nasus, they really didn't do anything that helps counter against everything they're going against here.
No, I really don't understand picking Oriana there because you just gave double pretty much counter. You gave counter into the jungle, you gave counter into the mid lane, and I mean hell, even the top lane isn't really gonna have that hard of a time.
No.
I mean it's an AD versus Mountain matchup. We saw it. It didn't work out for Chuck last game, and I doubt it would work out for him this game, as Veckles was just so big on the Malphite. But who knows? Maybe this game might be different.
No, it's going to be even worse for the Nasus, right? Because think about the Yorick kit that he has, throwing his little children all over Malphite's back. You know, like he actually had slight range he could work with, whereas the Nasus actually has to get up directly onto you to admit any type of damage. Yes, he does have a slow, but there's no speed or anything with who is it, the Graves, right? So the Skarner is just going to be able to go everywhere across this map, and it's just going to be insane. I want to see Predator on Skarner. That's what I want to see.
I better see Predator on that Skarner. You should not run anything but Predator with Skarner in competitive play. I don't care. I don't care who you are. You could be Captain Flowers. I don't care who you are. You better be running that Predator when it comes to competitive play. In your solo queue games, you do what you wish, but if I don't see some kidnap Skarner this game, I'm gonna be really upset.
Oh, he'll kidnap them. He'll really torture these little kids here on Shalom Esports. I have okay. Just breaking down the draft here as it's getting finalized here in the stream. What possible win condition besides watching Warhammers just explode and not know how to play the game do you give for Shalom Esports?
Well, Susan is always a win con. Just get 60 minutes in a game, get 1,000 sacks, one shot. That's always a possibility, but in all reality, you find a perfect rundown engage with Mantra E from Karma to give that big speed boost, and maybe you have like Susan or Graves, just someone that's tanky enough, flash into the team with Oriana ball on them and just get a really good shockwave, preferably to Susan, and then just try your best to get into the backline and kill this Azir and Lucian, because once the Azir and Lucian are down, you might be able to just kite out the fight long enough, since Kai'Sa's kiting and reposition ability is so high, and Karma just has the ability to peel very, very easily. And then, like, in general, Shlom, all the lanes, Orianna, Graves, Nasus, Kai'Sa, Karma, they all have damage. They all have the ability to do damage. You kill one, the 4 others are still going to do damage. That is the one ability that they have over Warhammers, is that Warhammers, most of the damage is coming off is Zero and Lucian. Yes, Skarner does damage, especially with the recent buffs. We saw last game Malphite does do damage, and Blitzcrank can do a little bit of that damage with the high base damage, but in general, a lot more DPS and damage is going to come out from Shalom. It's just like, how are you going to be able to do that damage? That's the issue. You got to find a way to get picks off or just engage as 5 in a really good team fight with a Shockwave from Chile, and just try to use the fact that you guys have so much damage on your team and just try to overpower Warhammer. That's one of the only ways I see Shalom winning this one.
They don't really have a lot of disengage either, unfortunately. Just I'm trying to think of how.
Once they commit, they're in.
Yeah, that's it, right? It's
Do or die.
I'm trying to like if they don't go in and kill the Lucian right away and the Azir, it's over. I feel. Just because if you look at their front line, they have 3 frontline champs that can just stand right in front of Azir and Lucian, and Lucian and Azir can just poke all day. So if they go in, they need to go in with the mindset of going after Lucian and deleting him. Otherwise, it's just over.
Yep. Definitely do agree. This is game point, match point for Unbreakable Warhammers, and Shalom currently almost sitting at getting sent home right now, going 4-3 as Unbreakable Warhammer is looking to go 5-2 right here, and that would be such a big self-esteem boost to Unbreakable Warhammers if they do end up being a 2-0 fashion to the other 4-2 teams, especially with such a dominance in both drafts. So Unbreakable Warhammers, I'd say, feeling really good at this moment, and I do expect them to win this game, but anything's possible. Shalom Esports can pull an upset. It is definitely possible. We'll see if they have any plans to do so.
Yeah, I'm excited just with that Skarner pick, especially when you look at the picks and bans. Just the Kindred was gone, the Echo was gone. I know he loves both of those. I would think he would go with the Volibear again. But just seeing that Skarner, knowing the utility that it gives, being able to just instantly grab folks is going to be awesome. I don't know if Reckless changes anything with how he played last time, right? Like, nothing's going to change.
He's a mountain. He's a mountain. End of story. Beckles, very strong into that last game, so we'll see if he can't pull off the same stuff he did last time. I expect him to be able to do it as he is going into like another, I would say, favorable matchup for a Malphite, as he can just stack up this armor. And good thing for Kai'Sa is that she is able to build hybrid, and it is a lot of diversity of damage coming out from Shalom, so I don't believe he can just go to full on armor. Yes, you can get rid of the Graves and the Nasus, but the Orianna, Karma, and then the Kai'Sa with the hybrid damage is still going to be there, so a little bit harder itemization for Beckles onto this one, but who knows, he might just build the straight up armor anyway, and just not really care, and just be the unbreakable mountain once again.
Yep, we'll see, guys. We are loading into the game, and just like always, we'll stop and give it a 5-second break and then kick it off. I do want to see briefly, if we can here, phase rush for Skarner. So,
Eileen, you're trolling me.
It's okay. I have a little bit less faith in him now, but I still believe it's going to be really cool to see.
I expect a lot of things from you, Eileen. Alright, pause that 5 seconds.
Alrighty, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Alright, game 2 for Shalom Esports versus Unbreakable Warhammers. Unbreakable Warhammers currently sitting pretty up 1-0 as they're looking to take the series immediately right now and going 5-2 and putting Shalom Esports to 4-3. And it's definitely going to be an invade coming out from Unbreakable Warhammers as they do have the Blitzcrank, so
yeah,
they're definitely going to be looking for this early cheese.
Yeah, they can easily go in for a grab here. If not, at least grab a steal. Kai'Sa needs to be careful, but we'll see how this plays out. Oh, nope,
It
they're
is gonna be
spotted out.
spotted by the ward, but they could still go for this. They could definitely just take the buff. Like, there's no issues on that whatsoever. There's gonna be a double ward down, so I mean, realistically, yeah, Rebel and Surgeon put his ward down. Oh, not even Rebel and Surgeon, it was Lexa that put his ward down. Still technically worth it for Unbreakable Warhammers, as they do get a ward lead down into the bot lane. Sign going through that little prediction Q there, but not really gonna find anything. And see if they are gonna stay here for the buff. And it is 15
Yeah.
seconds, so they better make up their mind here, but it looks like Relena is just gonna head to his tops. I was about to say, I don't think he should head to his top side. He would be bleeding a lot of time. Looks like he is most likely just gonna go to his blue buff here, and spot lane is gonna help out on this one. But definitely could take that red buff. And honestly, if no, I was about to say honestly, Grace could probably went to the red side, but Veckles doing a really good job at walking through the red side there, making sure it wasn't gonna be taken there. So really good
Did you
decision
see?
there.
Did you watch the last game? Reckles doesn't make mistakes. So.
Impossible. Veckles make a mistake, wouldn't mind in a different dimension.
I will say, hopefully he can pick up this CS here. Yep, alright, perfect. He's gonna be able to get them.
Yeah, gonna continue throwing that semi shot. He is already pretty low on mana though.
Yep, he does have corruption potion though.
He also does have biscuits, which he did use that a lot into the lane to make sure he did stay pretty healthy. Shelly getting some damage onto Lexar, because she's gonna be procced in. He did hit level 2 and Chuck once again, getting bullied out with the corrupting potions from Veckles there. I just feel so bad for Chuck. I don't know what to say really.
I mean, you don't feel bad. I mean, if anything. Oh!
Whoa, really good pull is gonna land onto Tess there. Tess got to get down to the relentless pursuit to make sure he get some more damage off, but that was actually a lot of damage going out to Insurgent and Scion instead of Tess there, so doesn't feel that bad for Shalom Esports there. Not horribly.
Nope, not bad, but they're tussling up top.
Yep, Chuck finally able to get a really good trade off onto Veckles, but look, Relene is into the top side. He does have level 3, and he does have Flash. He is going to be spotted out by the wood there, but Seismic Ice is going to be able to land there. Chris Lancho is gonna be there, Fractual is there, and he's going to flash out, and Flip Spud is going to go over to Relene there onto the Skarner. It's going to be a flash trade, but yeah, it's... you can't really do much there if you're getting baited for the good old luscious kill on Veckles there. You know, Chuck probably thinking like, oh my god, he's making a mistake, but nope, definitely not making a mistake there, as he knows his jungler is there. Veckles doesn't make mistakes, as we just said, as he's just going to be able to pick up a really free kill over to the Skarner there.
Yeah, you
he has to be really careful here, though. He doesn't do a level here, but Veckles, we were just like, oh, Chuck actually backed off, because here comes Relene once again. Is he gonna be able to? Oh, Poor's actually gonna land onto Ace High to get out of there because Graves is there. Chuck taking a lot of damage. The face rush is there. Wither is gonna go onto Relene, so he can walk right out of that one. But Relene is always there for his buddy into the top lane, as the mountain again will not fall. As it looked like it was going to. It was so close, but it was not enough. As Chuck is gonna be able to survive that. Not gonna be able to pick up a kill onto Veckles there.
Oh, there should be a pick on. Oh, I thought Simon was going to get a good hook. Oh, watch it.
Once again, Fracture is going to miss his Crystalline Slash. The rest of the damage Ground Slam is not going to land, and Relene just camping this lane so hard, not giving Chuck a chance to stack his Q at all.
And I'm surprised, like, just based off how the last game went, how do you not see that as a condition, right? Like, that Volibear from Relene, he was top. I mean, he was everywhere. But he was able to secure a couple kills top that way and help Reckles get ahead. So I'm just really surprised to be that caught off guard, especially when he had a ward down there to begin with.
It's kind of ridiculous that Relene actually does have more CS than Alcoholic here, seeing how Alcoholic is the one on the Graves. And Reckles again has the level advantage. Just gonna go right onto Chuck. The ground same with the Thunder Clap. And there's just so much damage going on to Chucky. There's not much you can really do here. Liz Pursuit gonna go on to Test. Show's gonna be able to make sure he stays healthy. Sound looking for a hook. Not gonna be able to land that one as it's just a couple millimeters away, but a lot of pressure going on to this bot lane for the side of Unbreakable Warhammer. Same could be said for the top side, as Veckles is just non-relentlessly just pushing and pressuring Chuck so hard.
Oh man, that's more of the same. You can't really take down a rock. He's down in CS. He's down a kill, but
Ooh, Rebel Surgeon going for a very aggressive trade there. He is going to have to use the heal. It is going to be a heal ignite trade, but really good damage shuffle onto Chili as a really good faction is also going to land on top of that. Crystalline slashes there. Chili with no flash, and he maybe might be able to get out of this one, but no, he is going to be able to get by. Ooh, as we head to the top side, of Subtle Voice is actually going to be able to pick up a kill for Reckless. And back to the bottom side as Relentless Blue is going to go in, and guys, give me a chance to cast what is going on the other sides of the map. As it is going to be a double play for the mid and top there, as a really good Emperor's Divide is going to divide Chili right into the little spires that Relene has there. He's going to be able to use that spire onto the dragon to pick up the speed there to pick up the kill, but TP is going to come out of Chili. He does have the shockwave there. He does have a level lead on Alcoholic. He does have the strong spike. Shockwave onto 2! Lexus Melee's got to use the shifting sands to get the hell out of there, and Relene is really out of position here, and you're just going to fall, buddy. Shut down going over to Tessa. He's going to 50 gold richer, and it's going to be Shalom Esports picking up the very crucial Cloud Drake that Relene really wanted on this corner.
Yep, and that kill helped bring them back to barely over. Now it's even. So they're pretty much just down 1k gold. They can make that up pretty easily here if they don't drop a couple more deaths. So just really good job here to rotate and secure that kill, especially after seeing how Chuck dropped there.
Yep, and it's going to be Alcoholic picking up the blue buff from Relene, and I didn't realize this or not, but Alcoholic actually has Ignite instead of Flash here. So he's going for that straight glass cannon for the Graves there, so see if that's going to pay off into the later stages of the game here, but he's going to be double TP once again for the top sides, and looks like Lek was going to go on to Chuck once again, and oh my goodness, that damage. And actually, I wish I look at Vekko's items. Look what he's building. He's actually going AP this game.
Oh, this is beautiful, guys.
He's going the AP rock. I love to see it.
Yep. His Q alone is just gonna piss Nasus off. Like, it really is. So, like, you can't do anything against that. Especially, and he brought, I didn't even see this because we were so focused on the Skarner. He brought the freaking Comet. So he's doing nothing but damage output. He doesn't have Guardians or Second Wind. He has none of that. This is just awesome.
Poor Chuck. He's just... Oh! Double Foot is going to go right on to Chuck. Does have the R. He is not going to use it just He's going to try to do it. Really good time going to land as the pool is really going to land onto Ace Tactics. Calling is going to be there to ignite. Will it be enough? The heal is there for Tess just in case. And Ace Tactics is going to be able to get right out of that one. And a lot happening around the map as Reckless picks up a kill, and a hook is going to land on to Ace Tactics and is going to be almost a kill going over to Rebel Insurgent on side there as Ignite is just not enough to throw it down. But here comes Relene, see if he can't pick up and impale onto Chili here, but Chili going to be able to spot that one out as there is a wood into that bush, but Tess gotta be really careful. This is a Blitzcrank and Illusion. You get pulled, you will get burst. And that's exactly what happened. Once again, he does get silenced here, but he does have the kill. Instinct. He's gonna use it and use Flash to get the hell there. But Silent, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? As Tess picks up that kill, Silent stayed right way too long into that tower base, but a flash piercing light is not gonna be enough there. He's just gonna go for it, and he's not going to get it. What are you doing, bot lane? Oh my goodness, Rebel Insurgent and Cyan just threw the prior lead that they had into the bot lane, and Tess picks up a double kill. That's just, I don't know what to say about that.
I didn't know we were doing an Iron level review. Like, guys,
we head back into the mid lane, and Lexar is by himself. He's gonna use Temper's Divide to get 2 away from him, but he does not have the Shifting Sands, and Chili's gonna be able to pick up that one, and what a turn for the Warriors for Unbreakable Warhammers!
They're only down by 5k gold now. Or not 5k, sorry, 0.5. So they came right back. They threw that away. That, oh man.
It's up to Vekos, the 2-0-1 Mountain. It's up to him to carry once again. On the AP rock here, man.
That just hurt, especially because Lucian came in after the Karma showed back up to lend a hand and flashed in to try to secure that kill. Like,
I really wish we had mic checks for that one because I really want to know the comms onto that one. and see what everyone was talking about. Oh my goodness, Vekos is a level up. He's a straight level up. Chuck just hit level 8 here.
He's 30 CS ahead.
Chuck just cannot walk up at all. He cannot look at him. Oh, Becco's trying to do as much damage as he can, but this is gonna go along with the R. Becco's gonna try to do as much damage as possible. Chuck is just gonna walk out of that one. A Salvo push is gonna be there, but he is gonna take a tower shot there. Becco's, what are you doing? A shutdown is gonna go over to Chuck there. 450 gold richer, and oh my goodness, unbreakable Warhammers are being broken this game. Oh my goodness. I felt that one, Bill. I really felt that one.
Just, like, I know we're supposed to be commentating, but sometimes it's like, what do you say? Like, that was just rough. I mean, it could easily just be, you know, the cockiness over, you know, the good win they had, but like I said, in the post-game there, even though they did good, there were win conditions that Shalom Esports could see, and it was that Warhammers makes cocky plays like this, and they overcommit, and now they're just doing it ad nauseum here. So I don't really understand what's going on here as they try to get this Ocean Drake.
Yeah, Jake is going to be up. He's going to be spotted by Insurgent side. And calling is going to be used. Here comes Vilena. Pool is going to land on Chili there. He is going to find on Rebel Insurgent, but he's going to be able to get his Shockwave off, but Impulse Divide is going to divide through right into Vilena. Impale is going to be used. That's going to be fine there. Ace Tactics one auto away. Impulse is going to be able to find that one, but really, really good. Concrete Sands is going to be able to find multiple, and Shutdown is going to go over. Double Kill also going to go over to Vilena there as they do find themselves back into this game. What looked like it could have been a really big throw into a game 3, but looks like they are picking up the slack here and they are able to win that fight, but they do end up losing the Drake. One Drake away from Soul Point for Shalom Esports, so they're kind of feeling good about that, but not too happy about losing that fight at the end there.
No, I mean, if I was Shalom, I'd be happy with everything right now. I mean, the comp alone, they should lose on. And the fact that they're able to keep coming back like this, to keep making it an even kill game, I would take that Drake over the deaths any day. They are doing very well. I don't understand kind of what is going on here in the minds of Warhammers, but hopefully they can kind of get some consistency going over the next 10 minutes here.
Yeah, Backlog is gonna head into the top side. Vekos is he does have flash on Unstoppable Force. He's gonna right out of that one. Not really afraid to use that one as it's on a relatively short cooldown there. So Vekos is gonna be able to get out of that one. Spot Alcoholic into the top side, seeing maybe if the bot lane can't do anything with some aggressive plays here. And looks like the back is gonna be stopped, but it is gonna go into Shockwave. That way, what? Chili flashing in place, throwing the thumbs up as he just outplayed himself, but. Lexar, I don't think was expecting that, as he did not throw the Emperor's Divide out, and it did not divide Chili right back into him. But I mean, whatever works, I guess.
I do want to point out, Raleen, though, with this Skarner pick, is still playing very, very well. That one death was just an overcommitment to that first dragon. So hopefully you can still show that consistency, because after that first death, he's still now got a. Oh, hold on 1 second.
It looks like Sign is going to be engaged on here. He's taking a lot of damage. 4 Plasma Sacks is going to be there. Mana Shield is going to be burned here. So Sign very low without any subs. And once again, top side, Alcohol going for Vekos here. But here comes Relene. Alcohol gets to get the hell out of top. Excuse me, hell out of town here, as Relene does have the Chilling Smite there. Can he find who he needs to find? Looks like nothing is going to be found there, and Relene really good positioning onto the map there, making sure they can get Vekos right out of that one without having to use the flash there. And Relene possibly look at something there, but without the Malphite, he's not going to do it. Usain, you have to be really careful here! And test with the Isathian Rain! He's gonna do a lot of damage, but here comes Vexar. TP is going to be there from Chili to make sure they stay alive on that one. But he's gonna be Vexar's going under the tower there. Alcoholic is here. Vekos, what are you doing? And he is gonna be slain as Chuck is able to pick up that one. And oh my goodness. Vekos is so overly aggressive in this game.
Hmm. That Cyan death is hard to swallow. He walked right up into that and kept taking that damage.
Yeah, but you have to be really careful. The killing sync is still there. A really good shockwave, but Ember's Divide is going to get 56 Cox. Is that going to be enough? Shut that going over to Chili. A double kill going over to Chili. Along with the kill to the bot side as Tess not even needing to use the killing sync. That safety made will be enough. It is going to be 3 gray screens on the side of Warhammers as they are all 3 going to be sent right back to the fountain there. And this game is just looking like it's going to go over to Shlami Sports. And they are just finding so much here.
Yeah, I lied about my analysis earlier, by the way. I know the win condition now for Warhammers, and it is getting to game 3.
Yep, ooh, on top of this is going to be the... Chuck does not have the ultimate there with it. He's going to be using... He's going to take a tower shot. No mono left. Going to would they see if he get a seismic shot that he is going to be able to throw it out, but here comes Alcohol doing so much damage to this non-takey Malphite, and he is going to be able to get out of that one. He is going to stop the rip field there, but he is going to be calling the switch. It is wooded, but... Looks like, I don't even think Reckles even wants to attempt to stop that, but looks like he might go for it. Alcoholic might, ooh, this
Wait.
that seismic shot is gonna go to him all the way back at the base. Hope Alcoholic did not need to undo anything, as that would count as being a combat there, but he actually probably could have possibly picked up the kill now. Reckless DP coming out. He's gonna take a tower. Flash and for Chuck. No. Up for Reckless. He does have the flash. Whether it's gonna be there. Flash is gonna go on from Chuck. See if he can pick up a kill. One more kill will be enough. That's it. Whoa. Chuck on a killing speed. He's not gonna throw out a kill, but he's not gonna be able to find it. No, he's gonna be there. He has to get the hell out of town. He's gonna fall down. Killing Sync is gonna be there to make sure you can reposition safely. Tess is on the aggressive. Fox fighting to the tower, not pay that, but here comes Mulin and Lexa that he is going to impale right onto the enemy AD carry, and he might be able to pick up a trade kill, almost, but not enough there. Lexa is here, but it is going to be 2 members from Swan Esports here. Lexa to get the hell out of here. He's going to flash out. Flash is going to be used to slow down Alcoholic, but really good shockwave is going to find Mulin, and I think get out of this one. A really good Empress Divine might be enough there. The quantum damage with Jelly with the ball there, and he's going to be able to pick up a kill. He is now on a killing spin. A really good team fight, Xiaomi Sports, with really good communication. And they're going to be able to pick up a point 18 minutes into the game.
That is such a tilting play there, especially because Relene and the Warhammers like to play around securing the Drakes. Just 3 in a row. I do want to point out, Chili, throwing out that ultimate, that was a perfect placement to be able to grab him.
Ooh, wait, Lex has to be careful. He's gonna use shifting plus concrete sands to get out of there, and so aggressive from Xiaomi Esports. I love it. I just can't believe how this game is turning out.
Looks like Skarner going for Trinity.
He is going for the Triforce here. Like I said, I'm not happy about it, but nothing I can do about it. All I can do is just cast it, hope for the best.
I prefer just a little bit of a more tankier option there, but it does give you that movement speed per hit and stuff. So overall, I mean, I can get that combining it with the phase rush and everything. So not too bad of a play.
Which is going to be able to land on Rebel and Surgery. He's got the realist pursuit to her out of there. Relene is here. He's not going to be spotted by any woods. He does have the impale, but with no flash. Sign looking for a pool here. Can he find it? No, he cannot. As Tess going to be able to walk out of that one. Q going to be thrown out for tactics. Not going to be able to find, but so much aggressiveness trying to find this Kaisa to shut her down, but just not being able to find what they need. As Sign just needs to land these hooks, but he's not. And Gray's going to be in the mid lane, is putting a lot of pressure onto Lexa here. Here comes Tyner to the background. Lena is on his way. Can he land the hook? Supercharge is going to be used there, but actually he's going to land on Ace Tactics. He does not have the flash. This might going to be able to fall. Rippleson is going to be able to pick up that one. And finally they find something that is very over-aggressive bot lane with the Blitz Lucian. So they finally be able to find something there. It just took them a couple tries there. And it's going to be Relene going over to the tribe. It's going to be able to spot out Alcoholic there. It's going to be a lot of damage going out on him. It's going to be Strength Smite also coming out. Ignite is up on Alcoholic. A really good hook is going to land. And this might be a fall down for Tess there. And Imperial is going to land. But it's going to be right into Rebel and Surge. He did have the ball there. It's going to be a really good shockwave. But it's not going to be enough to actually the Void Seeker is going to be able to pick enough damage for Alcoholic to pick up that one. But Chili has to get the hell out of town. Congress 50 cents. A really good Empress Divide. It's going to divide right down in the middle there, as it's going to be a double kill for Lexa there, and that is exactly what they needed to find there, as they do pick up a kill on both the Fed laners here, but it is Alcoholic, really bad positioning there. He almost could have fallen down for Rebel Surge, but a lot of damage coming out from the Mantra Q there. Rebel Surge got to get the hell out of here. Lillian also going to follow suit. It's probably going to be a double reset Dragon in 2 minutes, and that is exactly what you want to find if you are Unbreakable Warhammers, getting that gold onto Lexa there, onto the Azir, but I would say still a bit scrappy, but they do find a way to make it work, and they do pick up 2 kills, so.
Yeah, and guys, I saw in the chat after that first game, somebody was telling Psychonautic that he was missing some sick plays. You need to tell the team to calm down, right? Because these are just non-stop going back and forth. And it almost just feels like it's just an ARAM, just all over the place. It's just even across the board. Like, I don't really see...
So it could be the next target. Double Force is going to be there. He does have the ult and the flash coming up in a few seconds. Well, this is going to go out, but here comes the calling. Shut down going with Rebel Surge. He's 600 gold adventure. And that's exactly what you want the gold to go against. And this is looking like to be a counter throw from Shalom Esports here.
A counter throw? Okay, I like that. I like that. The Triforce is finished, by the way, on that Skarner. Got the armor boots as well.
From it. I expect a lot from it. Let me see those damages, Lillian. Surely you're gonna see what poke him out as much as possible there, but not be able to find much there. He does not want to get hit, but it's gonna impale in. Not a single person that has paid their taxes, by the way, Real Barrel. Not a single QSS is coming out, and I mean, they haven't really needed it this far, but it's going to get to the point where that impale is going to be so annoying. Voitsico is going to land on Rebel and Surgeon. Tower is going to be there. He's going to go for the kill. Instinct there. He has to be so careful. And what an amazing play for Test there. He's just signed by himself, but here comes Willie. But I don't think it's going to be there fast enough. One more. Oh no! Supercharger, and it is there. Impale is going to be used on Ace Tactics there. Shockwave's not going to be enough. I'm really going to be able to walk out of that one. And Test just absolutely stomping and dominating here. TP coming out of Reckless and see if they can find anything. Dragon is up in 12 seconds. It is going to be debottling from Unbreakable Warhammers down, and Reckless is going to be spotted out from the wood there. They know he's here. They see that he's here, and he is not going to be noticed that he is going to be spotted out here. He has to be really careful. He is not taking out his half his HP gone. Relene is still up. He is equal on the smite damage. It is 2 level 12 junglers, and they might be able to just give this one up. Shifting plus Concrete Stance is going to be used to try to get as far away from this Nasa as possible, getting a lot of damage out. And it is going to be, so already taken 23 minutes. It's going to be a Thunder Drake, so going over to Shalom Esports as they are looking so strong right now.
They are. They have the tower advantage. However, I mean, they do not have the gold advantage. There is a little bit of a power spike sitting right now. Oh wow.
Really good pull is gonna land. Sion doesn't miss. The flash is gonna come out. But the cooling is in. We'll be able to find it. Here comes Sets. He's gonna use the killing stick once again. He is on a rampage. Can he get a double kill? And no, he can't. Yes, he can. And what an amazing play from Tess to make sure he's not playing out of line. But they're not done. Alcohol going to go on to Lex. The Pale is there. Shockwave is gonna make sure really can't get out. Tess is there with the red buff. They're divine to make sure they cannot go over. Alcoholic is gonna be there with the True Good, gonna help right over that wall there of the soldiers, but it's not going to be enough. But Tess, just so strong, 11-3-1, as he's just unstoppable.
That was crazy. Oh wow. Chuck was spamming his little penguin hello. I thought he was gonna go all in on Reckless there, but nope. He used the blast cone to get out as they take a tower mid.
Yeah, they definitely do have the objective lead here. You're going to be feeling really good for Shalom Esports at this point of the game. You have the objective lead, you have the gold lead, you have the kill lead, you have the prior lead. You have everything you need to win this game, but it is Rebel Insurgent. Does have the Ramada with 2 crit AD items, so if he can just, you know, not die in these fights and just dish out this damage, then they could be able to take up a game here. Emperor's Divide from Lexar can also be really big if he can find it, but Tess, once again, is so strong, and he finally did pay his taxes, and then some, as he also does pick up the stopwatch there, so he's going to be very hard to lock down in this next fight here. So I don't even think Tess is the win con you need to look for in this next fight, unless you're just able to burn out his QSS and his stopwatch and still end up picking up a kill here. But we'll see what Unbreakable Warhammers can do, as almost all the kills is on to Tess here. It is 11 out of 20, so they can find him. It can swing the game over, but they also do need to be careful, as Chili and Chuck are still pretty strong at this point.
Oh, absolutely. And Reckles went and cleared out a lot of vision here for the pit, and then of course we just see Shalom Esports coming right back and doing the same. So they just have the clear vision advantage. We do see Reckles there in the top, hiding in bush, but he is going to be spotted out by that ward.
Yeah, he's definitely out hunting. He's trying to look for any type of picks. He's gonna find Tess here. He's gonna go invisible with the supercharger, but that is all his damage. Supercharge is gonna be enough as he flashes straight, and no one's able to dodge it. Rebel Suja inside, not fast enough to end up picking up the top laner there. Flash and ult down. TP is even gonna be up by the time he's up in the next 30 seconds. And Tess, once again, showing why he is just so strong. And we even saw a little bit from the last game of his outplay ability with the Sivir, as he did show that he is a strong player and he can outplay if need be. And he's on a perfect champion to do it, and he is not disappointing at all. Chuck has to be really careful though. Impulse Divine's not gonna be able to find its target, but here comes Rebel and Surgeon. Chuck has to get the hell out of here, but it looks like he's just maybe looking for a trade kill, but he's not gonna be able to find it. Rebel and Surgeon does so much damage, and he's gonna be able to pick up a trade kill, but it is gonna be Sham Esports wearing purple for the next 3 minutes here, as they are pushing up this top side, and Relane is the only one defending.
Yep. By the way, just seeing how far behind Chuck is, I'm positive had Reckles not gone AP and just gone full-on tank like he did that previous game. Oh,
look, he's going to land right onto Alcoholic. He's going to clatter damage out of the battle. I think it's going to be enough. Maybe! He might be able to get out one. A really good special action is going to put him out of position. He's got to go golden roof to stasis there. And it's going to be a really good void seeker. Tess is godlike now. And Alcoholic is going to have to get the hell out of here. He has to be really careful. But Sinja is hunting. Chili with a lot of damage is going to go out to Million. Here comes Cycles. He is going to land it right onto Ace Tides. But it's not going to be enough. Tess is into the back line. He is going to go golden. He is going to be able to get on this live, and is going to just doing so much. I mean, he's gonna fall that Rebel and Surgeon. It's gonna be a shot that Chuck is here, but it's not gonna be enough. It's gonna be an ace coming out from Tommy Esports, and I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be GG, as Tess was just able to upload so much right there, being able to use the stopwatch with its full effect and still picking up a kill onto Relene there and doing a lot of damage, as I say to you, and pushing in front of Drake. So it is going to be game 3 from Big Boy to Sham Esports. Sham Esports are not going to take this line down, as they are just going to absolutely stop on our predictions this time and take game number 2.
Yeah, predictions did not pan out at all like we expected. I thought it would be complete domination all around, just based on how the last game went and how momentum was going to carry them. But as you see, I mean, Reckles could get nothing going, even though he went without full AP Malphite. Verleen had a really good early game. He was able to go 4-1, but he ends up 4-4, and they just had no priority around those strikes. So very unfortunate, but we'll see what they can do with game 3.
I hope that Unbreakable Warhammers are going to be able to show this around, because they look so strong in game 1, and they look so strong in the early stages of game 2, but they just threw so hard, so many misplays. Like, you were there, I were there, we were gobsmacked. Like, we couldn't even think what was even going through the minds of Unbreakable Warhammers there, as what they were doing just seemed so how do I say this without being completely mean? Just NT-ish, throwy-ish, like I don't even know how to say it without being completely mean, because from where I was standing and from where I was looking, it just looked like Unbreakable Warhammers just gave them free kills. And it looked like it just kind of ran into them and gave them kills. I don't know how else to explain it.
First of all, I mean, you
because
can't be mean.
So strong.
It's not being mean when you speak the truth, okay? We saw that Blitzcrank several times just walk right up to that Kai'Sa as if he was a full-on tank. And he wasn't. He died immediately. So, I mean, it's not mean to call out what occurred. But hopefully they can do their homework and rebound and figure things out for this next game, because what happened there did not work at all. It was just disaster all around. There were some slight chances for them to be able to go in and take it, but just no priority. They were everywhere, and it felt like they just really gave them that game on a platter.
Yeah, it was definitely, I would say, Unbreakable Warhammer's game to throw into that early game. I do think Shalom Esports, like I said, does have a lot more damage, and if they can scale up, which they were able to snowball really hard, they had their win con. They were able to find what they needed to dish out so much damage, dish out more damage than Unbreakable Warhammers can do. Just make sure they can't use their engage effectively, and Tess made sure that was exactly what happened. They were not able to use their engage effectively, as he just totally stomped that game. He was able to find multiple 1v2, 2v2 picks, multiple 1v1 picks onto Rebel Insurgent there. No matter how strong he is, you're not going to be able to be a isolated Kaisa. The Isathian Rain is just so much damage. The Void Seeker with the Plasma is just so much, on top of the Supercharge with the invisibility. It allows her to be positioned so easily. But really, really well done from Shalom Esports, stomping on her predictions on that one. Unbreakable Warhammer is definitely gonna have to look into the early game on that one, and just ask themselves what happened and what was the communications going in, like who said what to make those plays possible, because those were not the plays you need to be looking for. But it was good teams, good fights all around for both teams. They both did a really good job. Definitely Shalom Esports doing a lot more better job there, as like Warhammers definitely did throughout the early game. But it's going to be game 3. Really excited for this one, as both teams showed what they're made of.
Mm-hmm. Before you pass it over, I just want to mention, Gayfinder Temple, you're still the best Skarner right now. Okay? Just want to throw that out there.
I refuse to believe that.
Oh yeah, he's the best, man.
Maybe if I see Relian on Skarner in game 3, but I can hope. But go ahead, send it over to Psychonaut Analyst Desk to further break down that amazing game.
Alrighty, thank you, Sheep and Wheelbarrow, for another great cast. Finally, we have a close series on our hands when I get to stream. Thankful to watch this close series play out, as originally that was Unbreakable Warhammer's game to lose, and lose they did. I think trying to push their advantage a little too hard, maybe at the wrong moments, and ended up paying pretty costly for it, as in a matter of minutes, it was the gold lead all tied back up in favor of Shalom Esports, with the outscaling, with the well-drafted composition they had for themselves there. Tez Zero Boy looking really, really good on that Kaisa. Some really, really, really good killer instincts throughout that game, going deep into the backline, taking out key targets, able to play around the shield and the Zanya super, super well. So well played to him, and well played to the rest of Shalom Esports. Everyone holding up their own that game. Some great skirmishes, team fights, the 4-Dragon Infernal Soul right off the bat. So very well played to them, guys. We are going to take a short little break. I will throw your player of the game poll up, so be sure to vote on that. Anyways, guys, we have a tied 1-1 series here. We will be back with game number 3.
You won. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
And welcome back to the analyst desk. You guys have voted, and you chose no other than TES Zero Boy on the Kaisa 14-4-3. Him and his bot lane duo, they were dominating that bot lane pretty early on with some help from Change Alcoholic as well. But once it came to that mid to late game when Kaisa gets her items, Tez Zero Boy, he was absolutely rolling, using that killer instinct, diving the enemy team's backline. I remember one fight using the Zanya's, drawing basically the entire Warhammer's attention there with the killer instinct, got the shield, able to dish out some damage, and then popping the stopwatch to keep himself safe as the rest of the team was then able to switch focus to back up their AD carry. So really well played by him and the rest of Shlom Esports there. They had a great game, guys. Anyways, these teams are antsy for game number 3 here. They're all fired up. So I will send it back to Wheelbarrow and Sheep for game number 3.
Oh boy, game number 3. My first ever game 3. I get the cast. How fun for me.
First one ever, really?
Yep. I've only been casting easy 2-0 sweeps.
Oh, well, I gotta say, I did not think we would get to this point, so it is pretty interesting that we did.
Yeah, look at the bans this time. Like, they're like almost instantaneous. It's gonna be the exact same bans, almost 100% both sides. Actually, gonna be Echo in the first phase for Shalom. So they're switching it up a little bit, but Galio and Warhammer's still. Warhammer's taking like the exact same, and Shalom and still locking the graves. It worked out for them the last game, so hoping it's gonna work out for them this game also. So these teams are they're ready. They're ready for this game 3.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted to point this out, or pick this up. Galio? Again? Okay, that's cool. And we do have the Graves pick up again for Shalom.
Yeah, they are. Felt really comfortable on that Graves. Alcoholic definitely, you know, played it pretty well. Like he wasn't able to pull off like what Tess was pulling off. Tess was definitely the show star there, but he definitely did have the I would say prior advantage of the objective, so he definitely did his job. But Warhammer's gonna finally pick up a meta pick into the bot lane. It's going to be Ashe. You know things get real. Game 3, 4-2 on both teams. One team wants to be 5-3 so badly, and Warhammers are finally gonna put their foot down and pick up the Ashe. And there's the Kindred for Reline. Oh boy, they are not messing around with this game, real bro. They are not messing around at all.
That is actually awesome to see as far as the Warhammers go. Running loves Kindred. Just knowing him, playing him personally, stuff like that. It's a much better pick going, from the Volley Bear, especially this Garner, which didn't work out too well. I have to say, though, the Graves pick, we doubted it, right, for that first overall pick, the first time pick for the last game, but it worked out very, very well, and combining that with the Tristana, if they stick with it, that's a lethal combo right there. That is great.
Yep, Tess is looking to just absolutely stomp early game in general and try to get a snowball lead on against this Ashe, because if you put Ashe behind, it's really hard for her to do anything. And into the early mid game, Tristan is just an absolute monster if she is ahead. And Oriana once again going over to Chili. Chili is 3 Oriana games for all 3 games, including the loss for the first one, and it's going to be Braum picked up. I really, really love the Braum here because it gives so much appeal to the Ashe and allows them to have a lot of lockdown and a lot of team fight potential. But I'm definitely really curious to see what Unbreakable Warhammers are going to have in their second phase here and see how they're going to round out their comp.
And I'm also excited we don't have anything yet for top lane from either side, right? So obviously you do see the Yorick ban out, although he wasn't as effective for it. We also see the Fiora ban as well. I expect we'll see some top laners as well here for the second lockouts. There's the Nasus. The Nasus wasn't that effective, and Annie. Okay, so Annie's taken out as well. So let's see what they do.
Warhammers actually do have the ability to get a double counter pick here. They save
Yes.
Oriana. It's like 100% going to Chile. We know that now since we do see the Tristana. I doubt Chuck is gonna take it into the top side. So you can just pick your mid lane here, get the counter in mid lane, and then you have last picks. So you can also get counter into the top lane. So Warhammers actually have a really good ability to get double counter pick, and plus they do get the counter pick into the jungle also since it was the first pick Graves. So they have a counter pick in essentially every single lane besides the ADC as its role itself. So you got mid, you got top, and you got jungle. You got the entire top side pretty much, and Ashe in general very hard to contest. Like even you do have the Tristana. Tristana can get on the Ashe, and she can't blow up. But with the Brava there, it's very hard to do that unless Ace Tactics can pick up a really good support and execute what he needs to execute. Like if he wanted to go Thresh and just pull off that Braum and try to get a death sentence onto the Ashe, he can do that. He can go for a more damage based support and just try to blow up the Ashe instantly and not giving Braum any time. But we'll have to see what Shalom is gonna do. And they're actually gonna opt for the Blitzcrank this time, taking that note and not lesson from Unbreakable Warhammers from the last game as they are going to pick it up this time. And I do like this because it's a lot harder for Braum to jump on the Ashe, because if you're jumping on the Ashe, you're jumping towards the enemy instead of just, neutral jumping towards on your side. And it's also going to be the Allower here. So see
Yep.
if Reckless has any counter to this one. And we'll see if we see him on the mountain once again.
I wouldn't do the mountain into Alawi. But we'll see. I do love the fact that we do have an assassin though, for the first time in this series. So we haven't really seen a low health but high potential pick off assassin. So that is awesome to see.
Yeah, definitely.
They are taking their time here.
Yeah, Warhammers are definitely taking their times on this one. They want to make sure they get this right, and it is going to be the Garen. Reckles picking that one up to the top side, so it's going to be the Garen Alawi matchup, and it's going to be the LeBlanc Ori matchup, Kindred Grace matchup. And to the top side, and you got Ashe Braum versus Tristana Blitz, which I can see this going both ways, but I definitely do give more edge to Shalom's bot side, just due to the fact that they have gap closes, they have a lot of abilities to play safe, and they have a lot of abilities to play aggressive at the same time. But I mean, my predictions, like I said, can be completely wrong. So we saw that from the last game. So who knows? Rebel Insurgent and Scion could just be absolute smurfs this game and just absolutely snowball the spot.
Yeah, I can definitely agree there with the Shalom Esports. Their level 2 all in is definitely something to look into. Overall though, I really like what Warhammers have done here. They have a little bit of tank with them with the Braum and the Garen. And then on top of that, just the Ashe stun, the Kindred, if she's picking up her marks, is going to be able to put out some really good damage. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's even. Like I don't really give a loser really to this.
Yeah, it's definitely very hard to pick who is going to win or lose this one, because I say both teams have what they need to win and have what they need to play against the other's comp. So it's pretty much whoever is the better players and whoever execute the comp better at this point. So we'll see if that's going to be Unbreakable Warhammers or Shalom. So I'd say this is a really good comp, two comps to see into a game 3 of a best of 3. So I'm actually really excited to see how this is going to play out. See here. I'm looking at these matchups and I'm seeing like who would I would favor if this game went into extreme late game, and both sides have the ability to scale into the extreme late game, but if I would have to give like the like I would say like 60-minute or 50-minute game, I would have to say Warhammers, just due to the fact that when it comes to the later stages of the game, Tristana does have the very big amount of range, but she can't get her E off that hard unless she gets into the middle of the team. So unless she has really good peel from her team, she's gonna find it hard to do damage unless she has really good positioning, which is totally possible, but it's really hard to have good positioning into a Braum LeBlanc because you don't want to get one shot by the LeBlanc, but you also don't want to get hit by that Braum either with this Q. The passive on Braum is just so strong, being able to get that instant stun. Also, Ashe scales so well into the later stages of the game with the Ranger focus. Also, Kindred having that infinite stacking on top of Alawi can fall off kind of hard into the later stages of the game because once it gets down to it, once everyone gets to that full build, Alawi does kind of fall off as it is a lot harder for her to get everyone to stand inside of her leap of faith. So I would give the later stages of the game to the Warhammers, but it it's still like very hard because of the Orianna pick that Chili has, and Chili has showed that he can be really strong in this Orianna pick, and if he can land those shockwaves, then it can be pretty much anyone's game. So this one's very hard to give any type of favors to. Not gonna lie. So it has to see whoever plays their comps better.
Yeah, speaking of Chili though, on that Orianna, her ultimates were fantastic, right? So I look forward to seeing that go even further, especially when you have the Tristana who can go in like that. It's going to be great. Also, from I think from a late game perspective, I do give it to the Warhammers just a little bit if they're able to make some pickoffs. Otherwise, for a 5-on-5 fight overall, I highly give this to Shalom Esports, just because if you're looking at, a 45-minute game, everyone's full built and going at it, I just see the Alawi, the Orianna, the Tristana, it's just too much of a damage output there.
That's definitely true. It's very hard for the to honestly just predict these comps in general because the comps are so dependent if the opposing team can play it out correctly into the later stages into the game. So I do have both really high respect for both these teams. Like they both played phenomenally. Unbreakable Warhammer showing very strong just pressure onto the map and objective control in the first game, and showing a very strong early game into the second game. But Shalom Esports, even in the first game, and especially into the second game, showing that they will not take stuff laying down, that they will fight, and that they are willing and able to fight, and they are able to take a game off Unbreakable Warhammers. They're able to break the Unbreakable Warhammers, I guess would be the better thing to say, as they just showed up into that second game there, and what maybe looked like a couple of times where they probably could have countered through it a little bit, they kept at it, and especially Test throwing out those amazing Void Seekers and making sure they land and getting that really good killer instincts off. But definitely in his prime here, I would say, as he is on the Tristana, very aggressive pick for him. So I would say he's going to be feeling very comfortable in this one and see if he can't pull out some more aggressive players on this Tristana as he did with the Kaisa.
Yeah, I don't have an argument with anything you said there. I would like to. There's really, just the pick potential for both is great. I'm excited to see Rolene's Kindred. He has made the ganks be worthwhile. You even saw with the Skarner, even though it didn't work out in the long run, he was all over Chuck for the first 10 minutes of that game. And Chuck, even though for the Yorick he did very well coming into the late game in the first one, he really has not made a huge impact as far as closing out, because that Nasus was just so far behind, wasn't able to really do anything. So it'll be great to see on the Alawi, getting some tank methods, being able to get that Black Cleaver, and then just shredding everybody. So that'll be awesome.
Spectator delay is down. I'm gonna head into the loading screen here to see if we can't see any special rune choices for this game, as I can see a couple of champions that can go either way for certain runes, especially onto that Garen there. And let's see if I expect the Ignite on Graves to be there again, and that's exactly what we see here. Ignite on Graves is going to be there. Lowry is going to pick up the Conqueror just on a PTA Blitz Aftershock, and nothing too eye-opening. The Garen is going to opt for the Conqueror also, so he's going to be Conqueror matchup into the top side. Be very cool to see and watch. Pausing at 5 seconds.
Alrighty, I'm paused at 5 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, game 3. First game 3 I ever get to cast so far for the LAS Premade is going to be Unbreakable Warhammers with Shalom Esports. Unbreakable Warhammers had a really strong showing in game 1 and had a really strong showing in game 2 in the early game, but Shalom Esports being able to take it in game 2, showing that very, very, very strong high damage comp, and Tess being able to heavily carry that game also, and it looks like it's going to be a 5 stack as there's an enemy Blitzcrank on the opposite side, so looks like Unbreakable Warhammer is going to be very cautious for this one, but looks like it's going to be a casual 5 point for Shalom Esports.
Yeah, nothing too surprising, but I did want to ask you, just based on, you said you weren't surprised that Alcoholic went with that Ignite again on the Grays. He went Ignite last time, right? And
Yeah.
he was able to really be instrumental in a lot of ganks and pushing the lanes and getting that win. So why is that a worthwhile objective over, like, say, a Flash or a Ghost in your eyes?
Ignite just gives so much lane priority, especially if you're ganking into the bottom lane. You do get that earlier Grievous wounds. Like if Ace Tactics gets you know, Rebel Insurgent's flash with the Ignite, but not the heal, you would say, then Alcoholic can head down through the Ignite on Rebel Insurgent, and now if he heals, the Grievous wound is there. So it's just, you know, essentially 2 Ignites into the bot lane. Since top and mid are being TP for the side of Shalom Esports, there is no Ignite there, so having that Ignite combat summoner where there isn't one can also be really strong in ganks too, so it's definitely a lot stronger than flashes in that case. Also, Graves doesn't really need the flash essentially for ganks, because if you're having the flash for a gank, then it's not a good gank anyway. You have to be able to throw out that smoke screen and be able to get the slow off plus a true grit dash to even hope that the gank is even possible. And if that's not going to close the distance, then flash isn't really going to be worth the use at that point, unless your opposing or your ally has really good CC with Ignite herself. And Lexa actually did opt to bring in the Ignite here onto the LeBlanc, which I'm totally fine with here, as he is just looking to play very aggressive into Chili and looking to snowball really hard.
Yep. I also want to point out that Chuck and Reckless, just like with the rest of the series so far, they are just spamming emotes back and forth, making some trades. They are ready for this game 3.
Yep, and if we look at top side, Villain is already here and ready. He's gonna throw out the mark onto Chuck here. He is only level 2. Science is gonna go off. Villain is gonna throw out the Q there, but Alcoholic is really far away. Chuck's trying to buy as much time as possible. He's gonna go out. The flash silence will be enough. Yes, well, first blood goes over to Villain. The double flash trade is going to be used, but it is going to be a mark instantly going over to Villain there. First mark, not even 3 minutes into the game there. Scuttles are going to be spawning in the next few seconds here, and we'll see where the mark on that one is going to be. If Villain gets lucky, it will be up into the top side, and see if he can't quickly pick that one up, and see if that's going to be the case here. Reckles does have a low advantage in Chuck. Chuck just at level 3, but looks like the mark is going to be on the bot side there, and it looks like Braum is going to be maybe roaming up, get some vision there. But Alcoholic is also up here into the top side. He is going to be able to spot out Relena onto the plant there, and Ace Tactics going for a pull there is not going to be able to find a Rebel Insurgent, but you see the ping actually. Alcoholic is heading straight to that scuttle there, and Chili trying to get as much damage as possible onto Alcoholic. Relene is full HP. Chili, you gotta be careful, man. You got the flash right out of this one. One more auto will be enough. No, it will not. Relene, even with the buff, is not gonna be able to find it, but he will get a flash out of Chili there, but he's gonna go straight for that mark there. It is gonna be Ace Tactics roaming up there. Rebel Insurgent and Scion are not gonna be roaming here, but he may be looking for a kill on Alcoholic there. The flash pool is going to land. Can he pick up a kill on Alcoholic there? No, he would not. And Ace Tactics is going to be able to pick up that kill. At least he goes over to the Blitzcrank, but you're going to lose that mark. And that is definitely not what we want to happen. You do pick up the early one, so it is a little bit of a trade-off there, but you definitely do want to try to get that if possible, but not going to be able to find it there. Really good roam coming out from Ace Tactics, and Vekko's doing a really good job at bullying Chuck out here.
Yeah, like always, it's pretty much been him being able to bully. He's on more of a tank champion, so we should be able to see it play out almost like the mouth fight from earlier, just being able to heal up. But he does have the Conqueror, so I'm imagining he's going to go with the Trinity Force, a little bit of that damage attack speed output as well.
X-Flash coming out from Ace Tactics, maybe looking for something. He is going to use the overdrive here. Pull is going to land, but that is on to Sanya. Stun. Ace is going to be stunned there, and it's going to be the passive onto Test there. He's going to jump, try to get that reset there. It is going to be the exhaust there. Another stun coming out. He's going to look for a kill onto Sion there. But he's not going to be able to find it. It is going to be a trade kill, but it is going to be ADC picking up the kill for the side of Pickable Warhammer's overdrive is going to slow him off there. You are being chased down by an Ashe there. He does have the approach velocity. Here comes Valine, and that is going to be a double kill. Almost like going over. No, it will not. Valine's going to be able to pick up that one. And Tesh is getting so overly aggressive that I think he can pick up a kill on Sion, but the exhaust is just so strong there. And Rebel Insurgent actually does end up picking up the kill. And yes, you do get a kill on Sion, but it actually goes over to Ace Tactics. 2 of your kills, and both of your only kills are on your support. And I don't think that's exactly what you want to happen.
Not at all. I don't know what Tess was doing there. He jumped, and then he jumped even further, trying to commit. I do want to point out, though, that with that fight that happened mid... Oh, hold on. Let's see what happens here top. Looks like...
He's going to sign off. Reckless does have the level lead. You have to be... Chuck has to be really careful. He's going to flash out, but he's just going to be 1 hour away. Is he even going to use it? Looks like he's not going to use it. He actually is going to save it. He does get to save it. So he does actually hold on to ulti a little bit longer. It looks like Chuck was hoping he was going to use that there, but he did end up doing it, and Reckless able to just... He just always has the level lead. Every time I look top, he always has the level lead. And it's so big for them. Drag is going to be started for Shlom Esports. Valine is not in a position to stop this. He's in a position to gank mid, though. See if he can't pick up a kill into Chili, but Lexar is just not in the position. He is below half HP. He is very low. Be very careful. He is going to have to kite up to the top side there. There's a couple of CS there, but Reckless does get a plating up to the top side. Hopefully, Reckless can do something of this very big lead that he did end up grabbing himself. He does have a substantial CS lead, and he does have a kill and assist lead. Same thing with Valine.
And not to mention, Valine is getting his mark right now as well, so he's going to be able to stack that very nicely, moving into the mid game here. So it's just even overall better. And I would look for him to make another push top lane, even though there is vision down. For Shalom Esports, it'll be great to see him push out Chuck and punish the fact that he doesn't have a teleport yet. So
Tess going very aggressive onto Rebel Insurgent, getting out the exploding shot, but not really going to do too much damage with the Guardian, plus the stand behind me from Braum there, so I'm going to make sure he stays, keeps Rebel Insurgent very healthy there with the amount of assistance he can give with that ability there, and Tess going to find it really hard to really do anything. And once again, Reckless is going to go on to Chuck there. Relene is up to the top side again. Leap of Faith is going to be used, but there's not really much you can do. Relene is not level 6, but it's not going to matter. He's going to go off. There's percent health damage going off. You do not have Leap of Faith anymore. Reckless still does have the ult, and he's going to use it. Relene being able to pick up his 3rd kill of the game, and Unbreakable Warhammer is just not messing around at all this game.
But just like the first and the second game, oh wow.
Ooh, is going to land. He does have the rocket jump to get out of there, but Ace does not have the gap close. One more auto, he is going to get stunned there. Oh, he's going to be used, but a really aggressive flash coming out of Rebel Insurgent. They just got to focus down Ace Tactics. Should be a kill, and it is going to be a forced flash coming out of Test because of the Rebel Insurgent using his flash to, I say, is worth any type of the day, as you do also pick up a kill there. And this bot lane, being able to snowball that lead they're able to get off Tess over committing onto Sion there. And this game just looking so good from Big Bull Warhammers right now.
It looks fantastic, and the only thing I was going to mention before that bot lane fight broke out was, just like in the first 2 games, here they are, they have this nice sizable lead. Don't get too cocky. Don't give up the bounties so easily. Make them work for it. Shalom Esports, that is. And that's your win condition, is now just be able to steadily take objectives without throwing away this advantage that you have.
Yeah, you have an infinite scaling jungler, so just keep that up. Make sure you scale as much as possible. Don't give them any inch as much as possible, especially since Lexar is so far behind. He is 52 CS to Chili 73. He is down 21 CS right now in this mid matchup.
Yep, and he's only rocking the Lost Chapter, and that's it, compared to the tier and several other items that he's working with for Chili.
Yeah, definitely. It does not look like I said, being able to find too much in the mid lane. Not being able to find the roams either, as Orion is very hard to outpush. Especially since with LeBlanc you have to use so much abilities. Veckles, again, being so annoying into the start matchup. Veckles is just not relenting onto Chuck here. And Tesla Spirit is going to be throwing, but it's not really going to find anything. Rekko is going to continue to go for a harass onto Chuck here. Conquer is going to be proc. Alcoholic is here. Relina is really far away, but that is a very tanky gear, and he is going to use his W to get out of that one. He's going to auto the tentacle there, but not much is going to be lost there. Relina is going to be spotted out by that wood there, though. He does have a level up onto Alcoholic, though. He does not have Flash either, but he does have Unite. He is going to go onto Chuck. He does have the ult ready. Will he be able to use the SUO? It's not going to be enough. TP is going to come out from Chili, but I think Reckless is just going to fall off. Your cloud damage is there. Chains is going to land, but it's not really going to do much besides a little bit of damage. Evelyn has to get the hell out of town. He has to be really careful here. He's going to try to pick up the scuttle and try to run away at the same time. He is going to have to be forced to flash out of there. He did smite. He is going to be able to pick it up, but who is going to land a jump over the unbreakable shield? And Rebel Surgeon might be able to just fall to that. Exhaust is going to go off. Rebel Surgeon is going to fall down. A shutdown going over to Tess. And it is now Science Sun as he has to get the hell out of this town. Rocket Jump is going to be used once again. The soul going off inside. I don't think he can get out of there. Rocket Bomb is going to go out, but Lexo is going to be able to pick up a kill on Alcohol. Glenn's spot. He's going to go out. Shelly is very, very low. Lexo is still very, very healthy, and he's going to hunt down the enemy mid laner here as he might be able to pick up the kill if he can find Chili. He does still have the flash up, but it looks like not really much is going to be found. He's going right back to his lane and continue to farm up, but Lileen gonna be able to pick up another mark, but a couple of plates gonna go down to the Shalom Esports bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, that just is insane. Like you play so well, right, for the first 10 minutes, and then for the last 45 seconds, they have pretty much given back everything that they gained. And it's been the same way for the first two games, and it's picking up here. So now Shalom is right back in it. Despite, Chuck being behind, he does beat Reckles with the CS lead. So it's just very unfortunate. It's just, oh, hold on.
Let's should be able to onto Rebel Insurgent here. Alcoholic is here. There's going to be the command for Ace to get the silence out. The Breakable Shield trying to block Alcoholic here. Who is going to land Rebel since you have no way out? But maybe looking for a trade kill on Alcoholic, but it's not going to be enough. The triumph's going to be enough, and Alcoholic going to be able to pick up kill on Scion. Ted's going to be able to pick up the kill on Rebel Insurgent, and this should be a free Drake going over to Shalom Esports. Ahead to the top, so Rebel is going to go for more damage onto Chuck here, but Tespir is going to land, getting some trade damage off there. A lot of trade damage off there, as Veckles takes a lot of damage from his little spirit there, and Chuck gonna be really happy about that one.
Yep, now they have the gold lead. Like, yeah, that is something that they need to work on, is that macro play. Like, once you've taken that lead, being able to not get so cocky and commit and overcommit to fights. There's a lot of times where in the middle of vision, the ganks are very noticeably seen for what's about to happen. The Asher are very
almost.
Yep.
There. That was very close. That could have been a really good play to the top side. No tenacity is going to be up for Chuck there, so that would have been a very, very long stun there. Unfortunately, that does not land, but it was a nice try from Rebel Insurgent.
He does have Black Cleaver now finished.
Aggressive TP there, yeah. Black Cleaver power spike there. Leap of Faith is going to be used, plus the test of Pure. Relina is also here, but so is Alcoholic. Becco's taking so much damage, but Chuck very low on damage. He's going to be forced to flash there, but he's actually going to fall down. Disrespecting the Akali damage, but Lex are going to see if he can't get any type of damage onto Chile there. He's going to dodge right out of that Shockwave versus Distortion, but he has to get the hell out of town. Cloud damage is there. Pool is going to land onto the bomb there, but he's going to be able to get right back over. Lexar trying to get as much damage to be forced to flash out of that. Cloud damage is going to be shot out of Alcoholic there onto the Graves. Oh, you're going to land a test, but not much is he going to be able to find there.
Yeah, I'm given the. I mean, right now, just with the way everyone's playing, Shalom Esports really has this in the bag, just because of how they're scaling, how they're taking advantage.
Alexa, he's going to use the distortion. He's going to try to juke it out, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Maybe looking for an Alcoholic, but you have to be very, very careful. Joe's going to come out from Chile there, as they're both about half HP. East Actor's going to barely miss that hook. Lena heading down to the mid lane, as his mid laner does need assistance here, and looks like Alcoholic was a little hesitant on leaving there. He was not ready to give up, but he is going to walk out of that one and head down to his Krugs and maybe take that one away from Million, as he does not want to give any more stacks to this Kindred.
No, not at all. Not at all. Oh, here we go, top. Gonna fight again.
Yeah, Buckle is just so aggressive. He's going to go on to Chuck again. He does have the Black Cleaver. No item is going to be completed on Chuck there. He's away from his Spirit, so not much bonus damage is going to go there. He's actually going to tower dive here, but taking so much damage to the tower. His Spirit is not going to land, so really good for Reckles there. Does not get the extra damage, but does not burn the flash of Chuck. Lexar going for a very aggressive play. Not fast enough to get out of that one. Locker Jump is going to be there. Chuck is going to land. One auto away from Thunder Ace Tactics. Villain has to get the hell out of here. He gets way too much CC. Doesn't able to use the limb. Spike Locker Jump is going to go on to Sion. Tess, you have to be very careful. One out of the way. He's going to get a shutdown. And now Rebel Chick, you are by yourself. A double kill going over to Alcoholic. And a very over-aggressive play coming out from Lexar and the bot jungle duo from Unbreakable Hammers. They do pick up a kill, but they lose 4 instead, and that is 4 members. Unbreakable Hammers heading back to the fountains and seeing the gray screen. And it is going to be this tower probably most likely falling here.
Yeah, it's gone.
Reckles once again going on to Chuck here. Chuck does have the Leap of Faith. He is going to use it. Reckles has to get the hell out of here as the TP is there. No shockwave is going to be needed. Doesn't even have it. And it is going to be Chili picking up a kill onto Reckles. TP is going to be burned from Chili, however, and they're probably going to be able to pick up this top turret too, so it's going to be a double turret play, most likely for Shalom Esports.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they are listening at all, but Warbreakers or Warhammers, you guys need to slow down. They are trying, oh, here we go.
Yep, here they go again onto Chili. Really good confidence to land onto 2. And it looks like the other player just going to go right over to Chuck. That Spirit is barely going to miss. So is the Distortion. Lean has to be really careful here, but he's going to try to get some autos onto Chuck. He has to be really careful. Chili's on a killing spree, and Distortion is going to be used to get the hell out of there for Lexar, as they are just being so desperate here as they are trying to find what they need to win, but Unbreakable Warhammer is just not being able to find what they need.
And that's the perfect example of what let's see what he's able to do. I'm not going to spot Chuck out there in that top.
Ace Tactics is here, so Lexar has to be really careful. He can hold on to the pool. He does not need to use it. He is going to finally use it there. He does have the already, but he's not going to use this. He does see Reckles there. He's going to be really careful. He's going to take a lot of damage there. The Sigil is there. He's going to fall off there. Distortion is going to be coming up in a few seconds. Shelly is going to go over to Alcoholic to see if they can't pick up a kill on to Chili, but the Chains are going to miss. 1 auto left, but it's not going to be enough. Reckles is still looking for it, but he's going to fall down. Collateral damage there. Q from Chili is going to be able to pick up that one. He is now on a Rampage. Test now up to the top side. Lexar going to have to be called out of that one, and Unbreakable Warhammer is just not being able to find what they need at all in any of these fights.
No, fights keep breaking out, so I can't really make my point, but I want to try here. They are trying to... They had a lead, so they got really, really cocky, just like with the first 2 games. And because they lost after having that cockiness, they then try to overcompensate instead of slowing down. They try to just regain that momentum.
But they go Chuck here. Chan is going to land, but the Sun is not going to land. Sigil is going to flash Leap of Faith, actually. Not only going to find much there, as William has to get the hell out of here. He's going to be able to barely dodge that Test Spirit, but Chuck does survive, but does use the flash there. Lexar not really having to burn anything besides a corrupting potion there, so I would say Unbreakable Warhammer is feeling kind of okay with that one, as they do pick up a summoner spell from the Alawi top. But it is going to be Dragon spawned here. It's going to be Soul Point, but they can't really contest it here. Alcard going to be able to pick this one up in a few. Spirit is going to land on Rebel Insurgent. Shelly is going to have to be stopped before it gets to this tower. Looks like Sion's going to be able to stop that one right there. And looks like 4 members are heading to mid for Shalom Esports.
I don't see how Warhammers win this now. I just from a win condition perspective, they're not able to, like, they're just trying so hard to...
Sion is going to be pulled right back in. The Sion is going to come out. Judge Zero is going to land, but not much you can really find off of there. And really good pull coming out. Ace Tactics showing Sion how exactly you play Blitzcrank here in this game, as he's just landing hook after hook here. Almost lands that one. Really going to be able to hop right out of that one. Really good shot. He's going to be able to pick up a kill on Rebel Surge. He just gets deleted. And here comes Sion Reckles, but really good. Just going to be able to find a kill. Alcohol 2. They're looking for a kill on Test. Really good. Always going to be able to keep him right out of the danger zone on that one. And that's exactly what you want to find in Unbreakable Warhammers. But you still lose your ADC and your support. So you're still not going to feel too bad on that one if you're Shalom Esports.
No, not at all. That was a great push. They rotate very well. They're playing the objectives. They're basically doing the exact opposite of what the Warhammers are doing every time they have the lead. So as long as they keep this up, this is theirs to lose.
And they're looking for a play onto Chuck. Test Spirit is going to land, but here comes Leverface. He is not sighted, so that could be able to use his W. Tetris Smash is going to land onto Veckles, but he does not have the abilities to really throw out here. But Science once again, it looks like Chuck's going to be able to fall down. Maybe not yet. Oh, he's going to have to use Lamb Spike to make sure. And Allow is used just to kill the Alawi. And they do pick up a kill, but a lot was used in Burn just to pick up that singular kill.
Yeah, that was a ton. We do have in 3 minutes the Solar Drake coming up. It will be a Cloud Drake for Shalom Esports. I don't really see an objective to really play for, but just until that comes up, because I don't see a 20-minute Baron happening anytime soon. So it looks like we should just be clear. Oh, hold on here.
Yeah, Beckles has to get the hell out of here. Phase Rush is going to be charged up for Alcoholic. Relina also walking out. Maybe looking for a play on Alcoholic, but Alcoholic does not want to chase too far into the enemy jungle without any type of vision. Looks like he's going to go to play that one safe, not knowing where Relina is at all. Just going to head right back to the top side. Lexar is kind of up to him at this point to do some damage, and wait, the ban is actually going to be started here. 21-minute ban. It's not a 20-minute ban, but it is a 21-minute ban. It's going to be spotted out by the hot shot from Rebel Insurgent. They do this so slowly. They do not have the Alawi, nor do they have the Tristania, so they do this so incredibly slowly, so they can walk up and try to get this. Test's going to try to go onto Lexar here. He's going to distortion right out of there, and it looks like to be really careful. He does not have the jumping, but Chain is going to land! Blade is going to be able to pick up a kill on Tess, but they're doing this Baron still. They might be able to pick this one up, but Tess is not going to be able to have it, but that is 300 gold to every member. Tuck might be able to fight on here. Leap of Faith is going to be used once again. Flash is going to be used really to make sure he stays right out of the danger zone. Jenna Crystal Arrow is not going to be able to find its target. Beckles is on the flank, but not really much is going to be found there. He might be looking for something here. He's going to be spotted by this Tribush Wood there. Sion is here. Looks like they might be able to go for something here. No Leap of Faith is there. No Flash there either. No Sums. TP is going to be used by Chili. See if they can't pick up any type of damage on the Trump. They get out here as the TP gets ready to channel there. And it is going to be a Shockwave heading out. Chili's going to be able to pick up a kill there as he just deletes Sion there. And Chili is just so strong at this point in the game. Although Alcoholic has to be really careful right now. One more auto. Reboot and fall down. The hot shot will be enough. The flash volley will be, though. Ace Tactics really out of position. And Relin's trying to go here. Flame Spike is up, and it's not going to be able to be thrown out there as we're going to get heavily CC'd there. Test is going to be able to get pulled right out of Veckles. He's going to take a lot of damage from his soul. Then he's going to have to walk right back to his fountain to heal right back up. But Chili, Ace Tactics, and Chuck looking to push down this lane even harder. Reinforcements are on the way as Tess is only about 10 seconds out. Lexar looking for any type of snipe onto Chili if possible. Maybe finding Tess also. And here comes up on Sentry. He does have the intro to Crystal Arrow up. He's going to try to find something onto the enemy ADC. He's going to find it on Chuck. Ace is going to be able to pick up the kill on that one. Lexar not being able to find what he needs to find. A really good Shockwave is going to find too. And Love Buckles is going to try to pick up a kill on Chili. But he's going to be able to get the hell out of there. Chuck going to have to be used to flash. A poo is going to be thrown. He's going to be find right onto the ADC there. And Tess is just so aggressive. He is so fed. A double kill over to him, and this most likely just might be game, as it is a TP almost coming up for Chuck.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, they can push in, turn around and get the Cloud Soul if they wanted. They were there for so long and didn't need to back for health or anything, and they're still winning. So yeah, just take this Baron push, get this man.
Another pull lands onto Sion. Ace Tactics does not miss, man. He is truly an ace on the split screen. And Lexar trying to look for something, but it looks like he might fall. Yes, he will. The auto is going to follow him all the way. Tess looking for a kill onto Relene. He is going to get hit right out of his lane. But he wasn't in it! He was autoing the minion. Shockwave is not going to be able to find its target. First one missed in the game. Pool is not going to land either. And Ace Tactics have to get out of here with the overload. Jericho is going to land, but Alcox is into the back line. Really good smoke screen, make sure he stays healthy. And Tess is unstoppable. Side is the only one left. Into that fight, a double kill for Tess. Beckles is last one. He's going to have to pick up a kill onto test, but he's not going to be able to find it. He's going to be able to throw the Demacia Justice right on top of Ace Tactics there, and he's going to have to try his best to defend this. He's going to try to go for a test, but it's not going to be enough. Collateral damage is going to be used on top of the explosive shot, and Tess is just so strong once again.
Oh man, we're gonna see the Warhammer disband after this. That I don't even want to know what the comms are looking like at this point. It's either silence or everyone blaming each other. This is 2 games now in a row that we've pretty much seen where they have a nice, sizable lead, and they just throw it away.
They're currently at about 10k gold deficit. They're gonna see if they can't find a play onto Chuck. Chuck is gonna use his leap of faith and is gonna do a lot of damage. It's actually gonna be able to pick up the kill. Alcock, what are you doing? A double kill over to lead. Chili has to get the hell out of here. Trader Crystal Ale is now up for Rebel Insurgent. They might be able to look for something, but he's just out of vision now. But that is something you want to find, a support kill or support death for 2 kills onto the jungle in the top. Dragon is spawning in about 4 minutes. That is going to be Elder, but it is going to be Cloud also going over to Shalom Esports. Baron is coming up in about 2 minutes, and Shalom Esports, although they gave 2 kills over there, they're still being very, very comfortable.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have the soul. They have everything pretty much in their pockets. There's only 1 tower down right now.
Lex have to be really careful. Ace Tactics are going to be able to land a hook. No, he cannot. Lex are going to be able to slice up out of that one after using Distortion. Trader Crystal Arrow is not going to land. TP coming out from Chuck here. He's looking to see if he can't make a play. He's going to walk right past the entirety of the enemy team. He's just going to go for the Nexus Tower here. And just, you can't really do much at this point. You have to fight at your Nexus that is about to fall. Alcock is not there. You got to go for this 5v4 if you want a chance to win. Looks like a Breakable Warhammer is not going to do that. Pull is going to miss. Looks like see if they can't get any type of damage onto Ace Tactics. Ace Tactics might fall here, but the Chaco 8 on 3! And is this going to be deleted here as here comes Tess into the back line. He's doing so much damage. Luckily, he's trying to do his best. Going to throw the Monster Justice, but it's not going to be enough. And the Spite is going to be there. It is 5 members onto 1. He's going to be knocked up, but he has a triple kill going over to Tess. And as Moose are going to be a kill going over to Lexa, a little bit of a KDA boost. And a pull is going to land once again. Lexa, can you get out of this one? Yes, you can. Chili almost falls down to there, and that's going to be game 3 going over to Shalom Esports as they are just showing dominance in this mid-bot lane duo.
Yeah, just great to get that 2 in a row. They came back, right? They were down a game, won pretty much 3 there. So I hate to see that because I love Rolene and his pathing and the way that he was playing the jungle this whole game. Or the whole series, mind you. But there's just way too many times where they need to just watch the VODs and then just kind of regroup and realize where they made their misplays. And the misplays, for the most part, are literally when they are ahead, they do not slow down and take advantage of that. They just try to just keep pushing and pushing, and they go further than they need to and end up just giving that lead right back. Very unfortunate, but really good job on Shalom Esports for not giving up and winning the series. So, good job.
Yep, they definitely found a lot of the mistakes out from Unbreakable Warhammers, and they were able to punish heavily on them. So, congrats to Shalom Esports in general, because they just absolutely just stomped the mistakes. They were able to find the mistakes and just absolutely stomped on top of them because it looked so green for them for that game. It was like 5-2. Lean was ahead. Rebel Insurgent was ahead. Lexar was behind in CS, but he wasn't dying. Veckles had top prior. Like, it was going so well for Unbreakable Warhammers. But again, just like in Game 2, they threw that lead away just like that. And I'm just baffled because you just have to play slow, play for the objectives. You have your lead, keep the lead, snowball off it, get your objectives. You're playing Kindred. Just try your best to just not play into the enemy's comp, and that's exactly what you did, and you got punished for it.
Yeah, and on top of that, the Ignite on that Graves, right? Like you said, I mean, that played into the ganks and being able to just add that additional power. And just he did not get punished for not going Ghost or Flash. And just hurts to see, but overall I think Shalom Esports, fantastic. For Warhammers, I would definitely just kind of review that. Sheep explained it very well there. You guys had the lead. You had it won. It was in your hands, and we just kind of saw that slip away. So hopefully we can clean that up and get some more better positioning going into the playoffs. So.
And both these teams, Unbreakable Warhammers and Shalom Esports, definitely are both very strong teams. Both teams definitely do have weak points. Some clearer than others on both sides, but give credit where it's due. Unbreakable Warhammers looked very strong in Game 1 and the early games of Game 2 and 3. They definitely are a strong team. They just need to look through those VODs. They just need to understand what's going on. They need to look through the communications and the comms, look through their mic check, and just understand what is going on. Like, where did everything go on? What play happened that stopped you guys from putting into the lead? But both really, really good games from both teams. They just not disappointed at all. For my first game 3 cast, I'm not disappointed at all. Both teams showed up really big. It did not look like any one team was heavily favorable when it came to skill, as it looked like both teams had pretty equal matchups. Looks like the mid matchup Chili had it, top matchup Freckles had it, jungle matchup Really had it, but the bot matchup actually seemed pretty even in terms when it came to the laning. But when it came to that later stages of the game, I definitely do have to give it to Tess there, because Tess just was an absolute beast in Game 2 and to Game 3, and even in Game 1 on that server, he did throw out a little bit of outplays, as we saw against the Malphite. He did cancel a couple autos there that one time, but he did make it work Game 2 and Game 3. So congratulations to both teams, and congratulations to Shalom Esports for going 5-3 and getting rid of that tie that's been going on between you and Unbreakable Warhammers. So GG's to you both, and I'm going to send it over to Seconautic to break down the game even more.
Alrighty, welcome back to the analyst desk, and thank you, Sheep and Wheelbarrow. Once again, I have the wrong screen up. I'm always doing this stuff. Anyways, like they said, just a really well-played game from Shalom Esports. It wasn't looking necessarily super favorable for them at the beginning there, but towards the end, they just any lead that Shalom Esports is able to get, they just run away with it. It was really a 5-man effort there. Chuck drawing all kinds of pressure in that top lane with the Alawi splitting, opening up the map, allowing the rest of his teams to get that dragon control, as we saw. Change Alcoholic pull off just both games, really dominating the dragon control, able to get his team not only the early dragons, but translated to really fast souls. Chili really popping off there the last game on the Orianna, just shockwave after shockwave, catching off the key members, able to turn these fights around with the utility, the range, the poke. It was really great to see it, and not to, and certainly not least, but lastly, Shalom Esports bot lane. You guys have some insane synergy. You guys have some insane laning phase and mid game, late game. The blitz hooks were absolutely on point this game. There was a beautiful Tristana ultimate out on the Kindred to get her out of the ultimate into the auto to detonate the charge. Some crazy outplays we saw from Zero Boy all series. So well played to Shalom Esports here, guys. They played a fantastic game. They played a fantastic series. But Warhammers, you guys held on pretty much the entire time. It was never you never got stomped. You guys were always competing. But good games from both teams here for the in-series. Anyways, guys, we are going to go on a short little break here. When we come back, we will have our player of the game and wrap things up. So be sure to vote on the player of the game poll, which will be live momentarily.
while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Analyst Desk. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys voted and you have chosen no other than Ace Tactics on the Blitzcrank. Just absolute nasty hooks, nasty, disgusting. Just hit anywhere they were. Somehow able to thread the needle, finding the members he needed to all game long. Not only a huge reason why that bot lane was able to get so far ahead, starting from the early to mid game, but just those mid to late game team fights and skirmishes, finding those key picks and not giving Unbreakable Warhammers even a chance to fight a 5-on-5. With Ace Tactics on Blitzcrank, you're pretty much down 4v5 all the time. He will find you. He's got the heat-seeking Qs. Just really well played by him, let alone all of the vision control, the knockups, keeping his ADC alive at key moments, layering his CC to prevent, giving his ADC time to stall and kite away. Just a really, really well played game from him and the rest of Shlom Esports. So once again, congratulations to Ace Tactics and Shlom Esports for your big 2-1 win, and now 5-2. Pretty much, I believe that's going to secure them a playoff spot if all things go too well. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for stopping by the stream tonight. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you all for the follows, the subscribers. You guys are awesome. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel for week 2 of our podcast. You guys can also find VODs from all of the games about 24 hours after they are completed. So be sure to check that out. Also, you can head over to our website for the merch. Pick up a jersey, represent your team, and just support the stream and the league in general. Anyways, guys, that's it from me, Psychonautic. I hope you all have a great rest of your night.